Always an adventure finding us online.
Yeah, you stay warm too.
Stay warm indeed.
Hi, Lisa and Errol. Hey. Good to see you.
I gotta tell you, I think that you have fewer degrees than we do.
And hello, Aaron. Okay, here we go. The video's playing now.
Very good. We're in.
Whew. It's always an adventure
Always
going
an
live. I'm so glad to see you guys too. Yay. Yeah. So, Elvis's birthday on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Saturday, the 8th. He would have been, he was born in 1935.
So, that makes us a good solid 80 more than that.
7?
87? Is that right? That sounds about right. We're going to go with 87.
More or less.
If somebody does faster math than
he was born in 35. It's 22.
Still calculating on here. Yeah.
Hi, Eric.
78, 19,
Yay.
That makes sense, actually. Going with 87.
87.
Yep.
I did that in my head. Not quickly, but I did it in my head.
So.
Oh, thank you. About the Elvis dress. And hello, Amy.
But definitely. I have
so good to see everyone.
Pretty visible E shirt myself. I was looking for the other one, but then I found this one and said, I don't think I've worn this on air in a while. So it's about time
I don't think so either.
About time to whip it out. It's a really bold pattern.
It
does nice.
They both got Elvis. Therefore it coordinates.
They got E.
All right.
This one has those, like, the contrasting collar and pocket. I'm reaching for the wrong side here. There we go.
How is everyone's year so far?
Yeah.
Only 5 days in. So, love Paul's shirt too.
Yes. Thank you.
We're only 5 days in, so, can't really judge thus far.
I haven't had time to really slip into it, but,
Hi, Ron.
It's enough time to say we're past...
Oh, Devin. Tomorrow's your birthday. Happy birthday, Devin.
Well, here's another birthday coming up. Pow, pow, pow.
Oh. Well, happy birthday to you.
Well, I hear you. Such feelings are common and are probably to be expected. So, you know something? Feel the feels. And I'm glad you could be here with us. And we'll show you something else. How about that? That's a good way to put it. Yeah. Very much so.
Hold on. I just got to type something down.
Oh, please. If we, oh, yes. Well,
all right.
We can figure that out.
Okay, got that down. All right. Who's ready for a drink? Mars, hello.
I think this entire audience could probably handle such things. Yeah.
Don't step on my blue suede shoes. I used to have blue suede shoes.
We have the E tree over to my left.
Hi, Julie.
Over there on the stage left. And it's full it is full of Elvi and does indeed feature a pair of blue suede shoes. Of course.
Oh, yeah, Devin, thank you. Devin just noticed the record on you.
Well,
Fascinator.
She was asking me not half an hour ago, fascinator, no fascinator. I'm like, oh, yeah. No question.
Fascinator.
Of course, once you put it on, it's like you got to keep it on. So that's
looks like something that would glow in black light. Hi, Ryan. Good to see you.
Maybe. We'd have to try it out. Have to see what happens with that.
Oh, Eric's feeling lethargic. Hi, Ken.
Oh, I hear you.
Says 87 big song was Time of My Life. Dirty Dancing. Jeez. I remember that.
Boy. Yeah.
Oh, Gettysburg, man, preparing for a snowstorm. So are we.
Oh, brother.
I don't know how bad it's going to be. I mean,
storm, right?
like, everyone keeps saying, oh my God, Snowmageddon. But the forecast doesn't look that bad, so...
Snowmageddon.
Whatever. I don't have to leave the house.
Polar vortex. Thermal inversion. Whatever the hell you want to call it. It's a lot of...
the snowpocalypse.
Snowcalypse. It's Sharknado. Whatever the hell you want to call it. It is a lot of moist air, meaning a lot of cold air, and then everything, warm air. And you get a lot of violent updrafts and then downdrafts. And, well, it just snows a lot.
Errol says, who's ready for a drink? I was ready after my first meeting this morning. Yeah, I feel that hard.
I'm just saying that 9:15 is slightly early for a drink. Just saying.
Hi, Elizabeth, and thank you. Yep, the Elvis tree is right over there. Hey. Maybe we'll turn the camera around later if we're feeling...
Take a look, Frisky.
Adventurous, because
however,
we tend to screw things up when we turn the camera around, but...
However, and only slightly,
Yeah.
I can feel you. There are times I go through these 2-hour meetings and I'm like, is it lunchtime yet? So I can go and get a thing. Jeez.
Can I use bitters to melt ice on the driveway? You can, Ken, but it would be really expensive.
It's awfully, overpriced.
That would be really expensive.
Because the bitters will tend to be about 100 proof.
Oh, French toast alert calls for 3 slices. I know what you mean about the French toast alert.
I was just about to say, I was mentioning what the storm was going to mean.
Oh, Devin, thank you.
Over and under on the storm, it's going to be a ton of snow and cold, which means hope you're stocked up on eggs, bread, and milk.
I have a drink idea that I came up with earlier, but we're going to dedicate this one. It's an Elvis. It's named after an Elvis song, but we're dedicating it to you, Devin, in honor of your birthday.
Yeah. Hey, we can get two big birthdays in there, shall we?
Don't say polar vortex. That brings back such bad memories.
Oh, had anybody ever actually heard that term before? About 3 years ago? Whatever it was that became in currency, and then they were talking about, it's a meteorological term. With which meteorologists?
Since when?
Since when? 1952? I don't think so.
No, I think it was, but I don't think anyone ever used it.
Yeah, like somebody whipped that out of nowhere. They talk about a slow news day.
They're talking nor'easter there.
Oh, brada.
Great.
Oh, brada. B-R-A-D-D-A, brada.
So this one...
Speaking of which, Elvis loves wine.
This one is called... I can get back to my sheet. This one is called... That's one for later. You can't say no in Acapulco.
Not if you've had that much.
I don't think we'll be able to say no to this drink, but we'll find out.
If you've had that much of the humidor handle, you're not going to say no.
Oh, actually, Devin, his birthday's on the 8th, but we're just doing it today because we're live today. But but he's the 8th and you're the 6th.
No, I guess we were in fact live last Saturday, and potentially we could have gone live this coming Saturday. It makes for a heavy schedule, and hey. Now's the day. Today's the day for our show.
Oh, so, Gettysburg Man. This sounds like you. 3 inches of snow is the perfect time to fire up the grill on the back deck.
It gets rid of the snow on the grill. I'll tell you that much.
It really does.
Ignite that sucker. Oh, what do you know? It all melted. Marvelous.
Oh, Julie says, I've seen recipes that use melted vanilla ice cream to soak up the French toast bread. Oh. That sounds good.
Well, that's just like throwing a lot of heavy cream onto the problem.
Hi, Aaron.
Which some would say, well, that's a lot of excess.
Yeah, his birthday is on the 8th. We're celebrating early. But,
Flavor.
Yeah. But anyway, okay, so this one is called You Can't Say No in Acapulco. Yeah. So we started with 2 ounces of tequila. I'm going to do a 1/4 ounce of banana liqueur. We use Banana de Brazil if we buy it, but we made our own. But we're still using the Banana de Brazil bottle because you can so easily go south very quickly with banana liqueur. It could be terrible.
Well, let's just say...
But the Giffard one is good.
By now, probably all of us have had our share of what I call beach drinks. It's a tall glass, it's blue, it's got 6 liqueurs, no sour, a lot of ice, and probably topped with some lemon lime soda.
Well, that's really
sweet. And if they actually throw some banana in there, it's going to come in a bottle that is clear, so you can see that it's very yellow. Pretty unnaturally yellow for the liqueur.
1/4 ounce sour cherry.
When you make banana liqueur yourself, it's kind of a dark brown. And we made that a few years back, and it's still holding flavor. Like it's really good.
And a 1/4 ounce ginger liqueur. All right, you want to catch us up? Cool. I got this from here on out.
You got this thing?
1/4
got that thing.
Ounce of the ginger liqueur.
Ping.
And then,
hi, Doug. Up to you, Aaron. Yo.
Oh, David Bowie's birthday. That's right. Yeah, they have the same birthday, didn't
they? How about that? Yeah, fascinating. 2 different kings, rock. I tell you.
And
definitely
3/4 of an ounce fresh lemon juice.
Oh, jeez.
Because that's a lot of liqueur. So.
That's saying something, Doug. Yeah, you really have to counter that quite a bit.
Wait, what happened?
You said hi to Peter?
I did not. Hi, Peter.
Yeah.
I didn't see you there, but hello. And then I'm going to do a dash of aromatic bitters. I'm doing Angostura because they were handy.
That's a really cool story, Devin. Wow. Great teacher. I like a teacher who has a sense of fun in what you're doing, and I think that's a great replacement.
Elvis memorabilia. Oh my God, I love that.
That's a really great replacement for that standard school clock with the sans serif font and the hands moving around.
Oh my gosh, how fun.
In a really boring fashion. Make the hands swing a little, huh?
So we're going to shake this with
pelvic
ice
clock.
And strain it into a cocktail glass.
Oh, I hear you about when your neighbors are grilling. It's just the other day our neighbors were, I think, grilling carnitas. It was I think it was really just boiling it down. on the outdoor grill because it's a little, cleaner outside. And I just go out to take the compost and I'm like,
oh, yeah.
wow. When I just look over, I'm like, okay, something good is happening there, folks. Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
Do we have cold glasses?
You look for a cocktail type?
Yeah. Now that it's not Christmas anymore, I'll use a regular old glass.
Make it taste 73% better.
Right.
Yeah, as much as sad as one is. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, doing dry January. Well, good for you.
Oh, I hear you. Well, you know what? Write it down, and as soon as you're done with January.
Exactly.
Luckily, January is the shortest month. No. No, it's as long as anything. Absolutely. I think they took days away from February to make January longer. Good idea.
Look, I have a little extra.
Yeah.
And
gotcha.
then
I'm
gonna do a little curl,
shake.
a lemon curl, because I have
I was about to say, it's as sad as one is to actually take all the Christmas down. It had been up literally for almost a month. So, some of it was up for more than a month. Yeah, so it's time. You have to actually change up. We still have the E tree. We still have the January tree, the big tree. We still have a pink tree over there that's ready in waiting.
That's the thing. We took down the Christmas stuff, but we still have 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.5 trees? 4 trees?
4 trees still up.
4 trees still up.
And they'll be up. I mean,
and they'll be.
We have a Valentine's Day tree. Well, our classic TV tree became the Valentine's Day tree after Christmas. The Elvis tree is still up until after his birthday.
And remains with all of its ornaments.
The big Christmas tree is now the January tree.
Completely swapped it out.
And the traffic tree is still up because...
In fact, I added ornaments to the traffic tree because I had them printed already, so I tacked some
no
signs
drink to be
on.
used as sunblock.
Yeah, well, if it smells like bain de soleil, you might question what's in it.
I know. We get a lot... Gettysburg, man. We get heavy winds here, too. I think we're in a trough.
We are at the foothills of the Catskills.
Yeah.
So it's pretty hilly around here, and weather patterns have a tendency to...
That's good stories. Happy New Year.
Move in and hang. Like if it's a big snow system, it might just hang here and dump on us. Although just as many times over the past 15 years, it has decided to move further south and whack the big city. And I think all the times when I had trouble getting to the station and I get out and there's like an inch of snow, I can shovel that, get there, no problem, get into like Manhattan, and it's like, wow, what a mess.
Lisa's mom and Elvis would be the same age because she was born on the 9th and he was born on the 8th.
Wow. So same age indeed. Howdy. Hot stuff going through. But yeah, we still have trees. You got to keep the feeling and sentiment going for a while. We at least have to get through the iciest of it. And then when things like start barely poking heads up through the soil, then we know that we can start taking the
Sue Ann Niven. I feel like we should do that next week.
Oh,
because that would have been closer to her birthday.
Yeah.
So maybe next week's live can be a Betty White. A Betty White episode. I love that idea. She needs more than one drink.
One thing's for sure is, in last broadcast on New Year and last week at this time, I wasn't able to do what I just did because there was a tree in the way.
I know.
So I couldn't actually.
I was thinking we can move our stuff out of the way now.
Now I got
no tree there.
Open space there where I can bust them.
I know. Today's the Epiphany. We have a friend who used to give an Epiphany party. But
yep. Wasn't Epiphany on the 6th?
I thought it was the 5th.
It should be the 12th day. I think it's the 6th, actually. So, oh yeah, that's too bad.
Well, it's not too bad.
No, actually, no, it's not too bad. It's a good idea, as a matter of fact. Pay no attention.
I'm just winnowing out trolls.
Oh, pay no attention to the minor comments. But if you see people disappearing from the chat, there's a reason why.
I know. Yeah.
They've been sent to the cornfield.
I would call them out, but their name is written in Cyrillic, so I don't know how to pronounce it. But anyway,
cannot pronounce that.
Gone.
I have a fighting chance with Greek letters, but
a rotisserie Valentine's Day tree. Yeah, it's a little tree, so we'd have to find a little
rotating stand
for it. But
we have 2 rotating stands. It's just that
your Russian is back, Harold. Not anymore. They're gone now.
Russian is gone.
Sorry. He just moderated them into oblivion.
It's coming from Ukraine.
Unless they come back with a different.
We take care of a problem.
But I really don't think any trolls would come back with a different profile, or any like bots would come back, because I don't think we're worth it.
No.
We're not that big, you know.
We're,
Like,
we're not that kind of show.
Troll us anyway.
Hey, look.
Anyway,
The one positive aspect of that is you get a lot less of that action on this.
Yeah, but you're right. So. I'm like, oh, it is this. Okay.
It is a 6.
All right.
That's what I thought. It's a
no need for trolls, right?
It's the other thing. It's the other end of it. It's the 12th day, and that's when the 3 wise guys showed up from Jersey in the Cadillac. Hey, we here to see the babe. Star told us to wait.
The 3 wise
We got a
guys.
visitation from the angel over at the church. So
Vinny, Tony,
and Fungi.
Fungi. Sounds like Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah,
Uncle Fungi.
Uncle Fungi. The 3 wise guys. Hilarious. But yeah, you keep a few trees kicking around, and the way that we put trees up, then the season doesn't have to just like slam shut. You know, it's just all lights and color, and then suddenly,
Okay, yes, the Reverend says Epiphany is January 6th. Okay, I'm going to take your word for it.
Yeah.
Zoya Bobrova is the pronunciation. Okay,
Zoya.
Thanks for that. Well, Zoya comes back.
Hello, Zoya.
We're ready for...
Goodbye.
Oh, it must be, yeah, because I'm thinking of Glow. It was Zoya the Destroyer.
Zoya the Destroyer.
Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Did anyone else watch Glow? Zoya the Destroyer.
So that's as easy as Zoya Bobrova. Yeah, I gotcha. Definitely. Thank you. Thank you for your ability to transliterate the Cyrillic just like that.
You spend the night with no heat? Oh,
Ooh.
during a polar vortex?
Man. No bueno is correct, baby.
No.
Wow. That is an extreme lack of bueno. It's like you want to just pitch a tent out back so you can light this massive bonfire and
Eric
sit
says,
by it.
We live in an ironic world. You know, you've made it big in music or movies when people are illegally downloading
Well, it's true. I'd often said that like the benchmarks here.
Some Chianti for the wise guys.
Yeah, there you go.
Trolls belong in fairy tale forests. Yes.
We brought a bottle of Chianti for the kid. Just saying. They told us to bring some gifts. Well, this is the gift
Babies
keeps on
love
giving.
Chianti.
Yeah, they do. So
I'm sure their parents would be like, give me that. But anyway.
Well, when we actually we mentioned this during a prior broadcast, but for Halloween, when we were giving out the treats to the kids, I realized we had this box of wine and some plastic cups. I said, I just brought it out. I was asking parents, whoever was bringing the kids around on foot, I'm like, you want a glass of wine? And we passed out several glasses to some very appreciative parents. You know, they weren't driving, so what the heck?
They're like, really?
Yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah, really?
I mean, you know, in a different life, I might figure out some decent-looking disposable cocktail cups.
Oh, Errol took Russian.
Easy.
Okay.
Ah, excellent.
I love it. All right.
Oh, yeah, well, there you go. Well, this is good because you add the capacity. And I know it's a phonetic language. If I simply knew the sound values, I'd be able to like grab that too. It's just, it's a strange looking thing because apparently when that was phoneticized, the makers of Russian decided to crib a lot of it from Greek. So some of the letters look very Greek.
Oh,
some of them just look Western, but a little, a little tortured.
Our neighborhood is such a better place now that we've got new neighbors. Like, I'm happy to be a good neighbor. I mean, I was always happy to be a good neighbor, but I kind of feel like our new neighbors revitalized the street a little bit.
Well, they immediately held a big party, invited everybody.
Yeah.
And, some people came. I've been inviting neighbors to come to our soirees for years, and people don't. They just really hadn't come. I think it's your choice, whatever. Although the gal in back of us always appreciated the music, she told me. She's like, oh, we're good to just sit here on the deck and listen.
Don, have you been hacked?
Oh. Okay.
Don, PM us, okay? Because it looks like maybe you've been hacked.
I think your counties will help.
Yeah, I think maybe you've been hacked.
Somebody's screwing around with you. What I was saying before was like the benchmarks of when you have arrived as a musician, when you go into a store and see a bootleg of your shows. And I remember I've had that experience. I went in and saw some show that I played and there it was on video and somebody was selling it. I'm like, I'm in,
Oh, the crazy neighbors did move out. But the funny thing is there's no one in that house right now.
Yeah.
Except the squirrels. Because now they've got squirrels nesting in their attic. And I know this because we watched them go in and out.
Yeah.
And there was one day when they were going in, they were like going in and coming back out and they were bringing leaves. So like they're totally nesting in the attic.
You're just there to procreate, fellas. This means more squirrels, which are awfully cute, but
Gettysburg, ma'am, I can talk. Mentioned the storm that crippled DC. All those people in their cars for 30 hours.
30 hours. What the hell are you gonna do? I'd lock it up, leave the highway, and go find something. You know, that's a level of craziness that you can't describe. What in the world?
Oh, Don, okay. I get it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure either you've been hacked or you're punking us.
Oh, I think he's talking about these folks like coming in from Eastern Europe. You know, would you please befriend? Yes, correct. Yeah, and the squirrels are able to go in because the gutter fell off. The flashing underneath the gutter fell off, so now it's totally exposed. The beams there. So they got all these holes on the side of the house. They're like, great, let's go in there, man. It's warm. And they're correct. It's bitter out there. So if they just want to hang for a while, I can't blame them exactly. I'm also thinking that when the owner of the house shows up again, they're really going to say, by the way,
well, and then the owner of the house did show up because they were renting. So the owner did show up, or someone was parked in that driveway for a few days, and we didn't see anyone coming or going. So I was like, did they die in there? Like, I don't know. It was weird. But anyway,
we've seen that happen on the other side of us, and that was a few years ago. Honestly, look, we moved in to the house some years ago, and on that side, on both sides of us, people had been there for years.
Ate bread.
And the gal on that side actually died a few years in, and then it was just her daughter was coming by from time to time to keep the place, you know, in shape.
Or cousin Eddie when you need him.
Yeah, seriously.
He loved that house.
Who needs those
full
things?
Of squirrels.
No, he had to stop. His doctor told him they were high in cholesterol. So that lady was gone, and the house was like largely vacant for some years. And then on this side, like, you know, the lady was actually, she kind of kept to herself. So we really had great neighbors for a long time. And then we had the folks, you know, we had the guy bought the place, and he was never any issue whatsoever. But then he had to start renting it, and then he had some pretty fun people there for several years. Got to tell you,
they are high in cholesterol. I just Googled it.
Heart muscle and liver muscle.
Apparently, squirrels are high in cholesterol. Wow. So Eddie wasn't wrong.
He wasn't wrong. Well, they're very.
From the bread delivery truck. Yeah, I heard that like they were giving out like the highway patrol. Something had to give out supplies. I don't know. It was crazy.
One of these things. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, it did look scary that way. Oh my God. Eric says, when I was home one time, we had a resident raccoon come in the attic. Oh. Apparently raccoon is the plural raccoons, or is it just raccoon?
I've heard raccoons.
Apparently raccoons are mean.
Oh yeah. They're scrappy little fellas.
I would not want one in my attic. Apparently they're not nice.
I would not be attempting to evict one. And if you ever have an issue, call the pest control.
I'm getting messages from women from Ghana who claim to be from Texas.
Likely story, fellas.
Okay.
Likely story.
Jeez.
Hilarious. Things like this which make you go, jeez.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, wait. Ryan says, I keep my emergency kit stocked. Yeah, with little cans of whiskey. Yeah.
Now you're talking.
That makes perfect sense.
Do you have the premixed Manhattans from Club Liquors? Those are hilarious.
You could keep a bottle in the trunk of your car. Yeah. Just for such a situation, because it would be cold.
It wouldn't freeze. It would stay cold. You should be good.
Not that I want to be stranded on the highway for 30 hours, but if I was stranded on the highway for 30 hours, I like it a lot better if I had a bottle of hooch.
Sure wish I had a bottle of hooch and some Pop-Tarts or something. You know, something stable.
Little Edie and Big Edie of Grey Gardens have pet raccoons.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of people being friendly with them, but like they're wild and they're scrappy. So
raccoons are mean. That's why they wear masks.
Yeah, there you go. Hoodlums. That's what it is.
Oh God.
Yeah, well, like raccoons like to raise a racket. Absolutely. I can imagine. The Rockets. Yeah, because we have the Rockets. The Rockets had a cancel.
You need to make a drink because I'm going to be done with mine, and then my next one is going to be...
I guess I just got to go for it.
Spoiler alert, a bold drink, so he's got to drink it with me.
So let's see what I was thinking of here. That's an old-fashioned. So this is a Shake It Up. Okay, so the Rip It Up is going to be a Shake It Up. Let's go Rip It Up. And let's go with...
Peter, you'll like this one. It has mezcal.
47. Okay, I'm going with 1.5 ounces on this.
Ew.
The proof is slightly up, so I can... make that slightly down. And in fact, I got my measure right here, don't I? Or do I? Did they move? They moved. 20 in a shot. There we go.
Oh my gosh, Don has a raccoon in his chimney.
Oh.
Yikes. Yikes.
Fellas, please.
Oh.
I've got a pretty nice bottle of mezcal
Oh,
right
the
here.
pre-mixed martini. I've never had one.
Club Liquors
I'm so
actually
scared.
makes a pre-mixed martini in a can. And I have had this. And I remember serving it to one of our good friends. I kept it nice and cold. We were at an event, and I know he's a big martini fan. And I said, I found this, and he thought it was hilarious. And he tried it straight out of the can. He said, it's not bad. So that was pretty good
Oh
price.
my God, Errol said we had a 6-foot black snake that came in the house during my sister's sleepover. One girl refused to stay.
Bye.
Yeah, I probably would have been like, I'll be back when that's gone.
Extremely large snakes tend to be predators, so you start thinking.
I know. I feel like, is it going to eat me?
Escaped anacondas in Florida. It's like, yowza, man. Oh, wow.
Well, they're not in Florida, but still.
Yeah, but still, I'm just saying. Anyway, got a pretty nice mezcal here, Bozal. I think there are 3 or 4 different varieties of the Bozal, and this is the Espadín Barril Mexicano Ensemble. This is coming to you at, what's that, like 90-something proof? 95? Or 90, but 92 proof. So it's up a little. That's why I put a little less of this stuff in. Wanted to have some vanilla liqueur, which we happen to have behind me. No, that's the banana. It's the same
Which one do you want?
style of bottle of vanilla.
It's back there.
Here,
Oh,
here.
yeah, okay.
It's the same color as the banana. And
How much of it would
I didn't want to
you
use
like
the
to
banana.
use?
I'm going to use, I'll use half an ounce on this. This will hold up to it.
Can't really say I blame her, right? Half ounce?
Half ounce.
Half ounce vanilla.
Yeah. Let's use a half ounce of lime juice. That's in the blue.
Ah, yes.
Correct? Okay. I'm actually,
got it.
since I'm making a drink that we're calling Rip It Up, I'm singing Rip It Up in my head right now. Well, that's a pretty good thing. I believe that's the lead-off track on this album right here, Elvis, Simply Elvis, the second album from late 1956. Great cover shot. It's got a good selection of stuff. This version that we got back here was pressed sometime in the 50s. It's been through a ringer and a half. Although I played it the other day, it was doing all right.
Ugh.
Definitely.
Not a fan of snakes on my sleepers, right?
Let's just say, and if you're to wake up with like, some strange noises, and you see like a large, very long, slithering thing going around the room, I think you're going to have that sort of Peter Brady experience.
The tarantula.
Tarantula. Wait. I didn't bring over the Campari. I think that you could retrieve.
I certainly do.
Well, I think you could. So anyway, then let's add some Campari. I'm going to try this and see where we are, and then I think I will know what to do with it.
Drink it?
Drinking is a good idea. Mezcal, of course, is very particular and usually does not play well with others, but we've had a number of really good mezcal drinks for years.
Snakes like mice. If you have one in your house, you have more than one. Oh, jeez.
Oh. Well, of course, if you have a snake in your house, then you don't have mice. So maybe it's sort of a bargain you make with the large.
I don't want either.
I don't want either. I'm going to give that a generous splash of the Campari. I really want to give that some color.
I'm calling that a half ounce.
And some bitterness. Is that half
That looks like half an ounce to me.
Okay, I don't think it's half an ounce. Let's get some ice in there, brother.
Why not?
Couldn't hurt. I'm trying to get a drink cold, that is. And
Are we straining into a cocktail glass, or are we?
Yeah. I think we are.
Okay. Got it.
Let that rest for a moment.
So does anyone do anything for Elvis's birthday? Observe. Do you observe the day?
How do you observe Elvis' birthday?
I know we have friends who do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just curious what everyone does in honor of. Since it's Saturday, I think we could actually watch some movies.
We've got some Elvis movies to watch.
Yeah,
That's for
the
sure.
last few years we've been kind of remiss on Elvis's actual birthday.
If it really wanted to
A
get.
snake in the house is a reason to move, right? I'm with you.
Tell you.
Okay, we're selling the house. Goodbye.
I think the guy who called pest control and moved the snake out of the house. I live here. Are you paying mortgage? Out.
Oh, snake! You know what? I like if I see a garden snake or something outside, away from the house. I'm like, oh, okay, it's outdoors, whatever. Mm-hmm. But inside the house, and hard no, nope.
No, around this time of year, of course, if you still have snakes outside the house, yeah, not hibernating.
I missed a good comment.
They'd be very interested to go inside the house because it's warm.
Oh, Lisa's favorite Elvis movie is Blue Hawaii. That's a good one.
It's a good one.
That is a really good one.
I was thinking that we don't actually own, and I really would like to. This item right here.
Amy says, I don't think I'm ever leaving my house again.
Jeez.
Oh.
It'll make you think.
Oh, wait, you have a ridiculous mouse story as well? Well, lay it on us, Eric. we like a ridiculous mouse story.
There we go. I think we'll be doing that on Saturday as well. The old peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Yeah, we're going to do the peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Do that sort of thing.
I got to get bananas. Oh, that's what I meant to add to the list.
Bananas, definitely.
Tarantula venom is easily diluted by beach drinks.
Well, there you go. Just have a few. So I was thinking of watching what I would like to watch.
Wait. Hold on. Sorry. Errol says,
to say this and
we got a water moccasin that got into the kitchen behind the stove. Dad shot it with a rifle, and my mom got mad at him for shooting a gun in the house. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Dad said it wasn't going to pick up. Oh, jeez.
Well, they're poisonous for one. So they're a venomous snake, and you wouldn't want to be attempting that yourself. I think you would get animal control, which knows how to handle the reptiles.
Oh, that's good. I like this.
This is a good combination there. I think that actually is complemented well by the sour and by the bitter. The bitter in there actually works very well. So I like this a lot.
Lisa says, I remember going Christmas caroling at a nursing home when I was younger. We asked the residents if they had a request for us to sing a Christmas carol, and one resident yelled out, sing Blue Hawaii.
Well, Elvis did Hawaiiana songs, he did some Hapa Haole, and he did Christmas songs, but they didn't meet, actually, interestingly enough.
Oh, Don, that sounds like fun. Annual Elvis birthday concert.
Yeah, that's a fun thing. That's a lot of fun.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, the man's catalog is vast. I mean, it's limited because, but he recorded pretty constantly. It's like the amount of material that came out of the Jimi Hendrix experience. It's just hundreds of songs, all this sorts of jam stuff. But they had him doing, how many movies were there? There's like 30 motion pictures, and each one has like 12 songs. Just all this stuff. The albums usually have a couple of bonus tracks that are not in the movie. We were taking a look at a few recently. And I think they just had him recording all the time, all this stuff. And then eventually when he said, I'm done with Hollywood, he was just recording all the time. And I think he felt very pent up. So like a lot of stuff happened in the early 70s, which is great. That was a really great time to see him live.
All the snake and mouse stories. I want to hear them. Like I'm intrigued, but I'm also like shudder.
Yeah.
Hi Danielle, good to see you.
Hey.
And Mark, hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Long time no see. What's happening, Margie? We were in Manhattan because I had to go in.
Oh, thanks for the concert.
For a dental, and then decided to hit the office afterwards. And the third time I've been there ever. It's pretty amazing. But cool. Yeah, that's great to see.
Yeah, thank you, Dawn.
So if anybody's in Columbus vicinity and you want to check that out, that sounds like fun.
Yeah. All right.
Sounds like lots of fun. Great way to tribute, gotta say. So you've tried this one. And
I did try it. That's a good one. I like that. It's different.
Rip it up, baby. And I wanted something that just had had a lot of oomph to it. Rip it up is not a gentle song.
Would you like a curl?
Sure, I'll take a curl. What the heck? I'll put a lime curl in there. Just a couple.
Did you use lime?
I did use lime.
Okay, then use a lime curl.
So use a lime curl. Normally I would say a lemon curl but I'll get a little bit of that.
Oh, Elvis Christmas songs.
But bitterness.
He did White Christmas. Mm-hmm. We have a couple of Elvis Christmas albums.
White Christmas, Blue Christmas. What am I thinking of?
Oh, he did that one. Merry Christmas, Baby. Merry Christmas, Baby.
Yeah.
Sure did treat me nice.
Yeah.
That one.
Christmas. Woo. Christmas. Christmas.
Oh,
yeah.
Suspicious Minds. That's a good one.
No, that's a good one. And what else is in there for Christmas songs by Elvis? A great version of Winter Wonderland. It's a later Christmas album, the one from the 70s, which has the big Elvis finish, which is great. And I'm trying to think because there's the one from the 50s when it was first issued, it had this big gatefold cover and all sorts of pictures inside. It was very cool. And then I got reissued with a lot of really boring covers. but it was in print forever. And then he did the other album, and by now you can get the entire
Keeps Away
output
Scurvy.
on one CD. But you know what? The albums are fun.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to follow this mouse story. There was a mouse in the house, so I set up some traps. Well, that morning I heard my mother outside my room in the hallway rummaging through a closet nearby. I came out expecting maybe another leak that was in the closet, but when I asked my mother what was up, she turned around, looked at me, and was laughing. I was like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Oh, Elvis and Friends impersonator birthday celebration. That's in Vegas. Yeah, of course.
Naturally. The Vegas thing was very important.
No.
First thing. He had actually played Vegas in the 50s.
Oh, no.
But it was no big deal. But then, like around 69, he hits, I think, the International and had this big residency there. And then there's a couple of movies that are shot with like the Vegas lineup.
Oh, Santa Claus is coming to town. Yes.
Yep.
Good one, Amy. Rip it up, orange juice. There you go. That'd be good.
See, now you got me thinking, do we actually have...
Hi, River City, handsome.
Yeah, I'm going to go grab one because we have this over there. What the?
Clownvis. Oh, I love Clownvis. Oh, he got trapped, but he was just running around with the trap on his tail. Oh. Paul had a similar experience. The mouse was deceased, but when we lived in Queens, we set up a trap, like a bait trap, because we had a really bad mouse problem in that apartment. So we set up a bait trap, and one morning Paul was checking it, and I guess the mouse just got super gluttonous or something, because this dead mouse just had its butt sticking up out of the trap, and it just died eating all the poison. So...
Gluttony. I believe that your Catholic
Gluttony
friends
was
would tell
its
you
downfall.
it's a deadly sin. So here we go.
It was its deadly sin.
This is the second time that this was reissued. Here's Elvis's Christmas album, circa 1969, I think.
It should say, shouldn't it?
It does not. Oh, it says 1970. It actually does say. What do you know?
Well, that's circa 1969.
Now, it's not a bad cover. He's ready for the ski slopes with this, or actually there's probably a racing jacket, so it's pretty implausible. And it is actually...
He's going to freeze. Well, he's doing this.
He's doing this.
It looks like maybe he's freezing.
This album removes 4 songs from the original release and then puts 2 back. I'll Be Home for Christmas. There was a 45 that he cut around 66 that got tacked onto this version of this. So Blue Christmas, Silent Night, White Christmas, Santa Claus is Back in Town. That's when you're talking about. Santa Claus is Back in Town. I'll Be Home for Christmas. Here Comes Santa Claus. Little Town of Bethlehem. Santa Bring My Baby Back.
Oh, yeah. He does a good version of that.
There's a good cover of that by Mae West. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty fun. And there's the 45 was If Every Day Was Like Christmas and Mama Liked the Roses. I don't know if that's a Christmas song. I just think they tacked it on because. But interestingly, inside this sleeve is the wrong record. This is the other version of Elvis's Christmas album.
Did you buy it like that?
It was given to us, and this is the way it came. And, you know, people's record collections, you know, things end up in the wrong sleeves. You always have to check. Let's see. Here's Santa Claus Home for Blue Christmas. Baby Back to Me. What is on side 2 of this item here? Little Time Bethlehem, Silent Night. Peace in the Valley. I Believe. Take My Hand, Precious Lord. It is no secret what God
It's a
can
completely
do.
different record.
Like they added, there's 4 more songs on here that are not on this version of the record. And as a matter of fact, this is on the subsidiary label. So this is where it gets complicated. This has been issued.
It's complicated.
If you take a look up on Discogs, there's something like 150 versions of this out there. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, Lisa.
Anyway,
I've seen pictures of them together.
Elvis
and Jack Lord.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, because Elvis was really into Hawaii.
Big in Hawaii. I'm sure he loved 5-0. Jack Lord, you get feelings probably an Elvis fan. And they basically had the same hair. So it's like, hey, well, there we go.
There's
hey, nice
this
hair.
famous
nice
picture. I'm going to try to find it of Elvis and Jack Lord together. And there was this woman. And everyone's like, who is that woman? I'll post it.
See, now I'm actually listening to Elvis songs and Christmas songs in the back of the head.
Here we go.
And all I can think of is Santa Claus is coming in a big black Cadillac. Yep, that's a thing.
Okay, hold on.
Not quite. Getting there.
Yeah, here it is. It's this woman, and people are like, who was that? But apparently, someone said it was Jack Lord's wife. But I'll I'll post it.
You got some crazy hair
and you can
going
let
on
us
there.
know. That's a hat. That's not her hair. It's not her hair. But let's post it because why not? Oh, wait, can I post it? I think I might have to drag it on YouTube.
Yeah, I think I have to pop it off there, pop it back on there.
Hold on.
We can get there, folks. Absolutely.
Oh, it's rejecting it. It's rejecting it.
Ah, phooey. Doesn't like it, does it? Is there an upload function where you can just grab it?
No, that's a poll.
No, I don't want a
poll. I
can
create a poll.
I can create a poll. Would you like me to be able to post pictures on here? Yes, yes.
There you go. All right, I'll post it.
That'll be very successful.
On Facebook.
Post on Facebook.
Post it on YouTube.
Can't do YouTube. YouTube doesn't like you. That's why.
I know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But anyway, I do recommend the Elvis Christmas. By now, you could get a CD. You could just do downloads. You could just probably get the entire thing. Streaming under 12 different services. It's a lot of fun. The one from the 70s is a lot of fun too. He did some different material. It's all like very heartfelt. He loved Christmas, you know. There's some good pictures of him with Christmas trees. You can imagine Graceland in December. Wow, would have been lit up like a Christmas tree. That's for sure.
All right, hold on.
Pardon me.
So. Are we calling? No, there's still an F. I'm like, are we calling Facebook Meta yet? Embed.
Let's try that out. Start the embedded. Oh boy.
Well, I can't post a picture anywhere.
I'm sorry. We'd love to be able to show this to you.
Oh, Amy, yeah. I guess you can't. I can't post pictures on my own chat.
Okay.
Thanks, Meta.
Okay, fine.
Facebook.
Fine.
Whatever you're calling yourself these days.
Oh, well, yeah. It's calling itself Meta. Yeah.
Well, there's still an F for Facebook.
You know, you can rebrand yourself all you want. It's still the same. You know, I'll call it Meta. M for Meta for mediocre.
Oh,
that's what I'll call
Eric,
it.
I totally get that. I totally get that about your mom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will definitely have those things popping up. Isn't
that
great?
Bitter on the nose.
Oh, my. Whoops.
But it was an accident, so
that's the crazy stuff. That's the crazy stuff. That's great to remember.
Oh,
you know,
you've got painted velvet Elvis art. I love that. Our friend's bathroom is like she's got all these velvet Elvises in her bathroom, and she has leopard wallpapers.
Is it the Elvises?
Hashtag goals. It's the Elvi.
Or the Elvi.
It's the Elvi.
Just asking.
She's got hashtag goals.
Presenting the Elvi. Yeah, seriously. Goal.
Oh, you can post a link.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? You can look it up yourself. You can see it faster than I could post a link.
Jack Lord's wife was an interior designer and decorator. Okay, well this...
Oh, well that explains the crazy hat.
Yeah.
You're screwing
I don't think it's her hair. I think it's her hat. But she has a goofy hat. So, but if you Google Elvis and Jack Lord and look at the first picture that comes up, you'll see.
You'll see it very quickly.
Yeah.
Guarantee it.
Anyway.
Yeah. You can do this faster than I can. So there we go.
Oh, Clownvis. Yeah, we love Clownvis.
We were just listening to some Clownvis the other day, and Clownvis was freaking hysterical.
Don't be a bitch.
Yeah. Christmas song.
Don't be a bitch or you won't get stuff for Christmas.
That might just make it on a future Christmas collection of ours. I've already started for next year. Trying to get a jump on things. That's a little less cray, I tell you. But
Mom says, my great-grandmother loved Elvis hymns. I think that's so funny because if you knew her, you would be like, really an Elvis fan.
Certainly, if you look at pictures, you're thinking, I don't know about that. But I recall the story was, she wasn't probably a really big fan of his secular stuff, but loved him because he did the hymns. He did 2 albums of religious material, and they both sold really well. They actually, I think it was probably his big selling record of 1966. It was not the soundtracks, it was the hymns. I think it was the How Great Thou Art album. So it was a big thing. In fact, I can tell you, well, that's going to be such a... I was thinking about what to watch. Would really like to see this item here.
Ken says, all forms of online posting is really all the same under different names and soul-stealing aggravation.
Well,
you're not wrong.
You may be able to speak to soul-stealing and aggravation, and you're right. And I'll just say you're right on target.
I love the story about your mom, Eric.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's fantastic that you have this story. This is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
I don't want to be mistaken for saying something insensitive. I think that's a marvelous story. It's a great memory, you know? Fantastic stuff. I keep trying to say that I'd really like to watch
Trees on Fire. Yes.
But we don't own this yet. which is the Elvis Special.
I know. It's kind of expensive on DVD.
Well, you know, I think that's
We've
possible.
seen it. We saw it at the Heartbreak Hotel.
At the Heartbreak Hotel back in 2006.
Yeah.
It's a really great special, and you know, frequently referred to as the comeback. Well, at the time, it was just called Elvis. It was just Elvis on TV in December of '68, and then this album comes out and sold very well because people thought, "Whoa, this is different. This is good."
Just reading Eric started biting his mom's nose. Hey, Errol says, I like the Johnny Cash parody, Trees on Fire to the Rain of Fire. We've heard that.
Have we heard Trees on Fire?
Yeah.
Oh,
we
okay.
have. Yeah, it's
Okay.
good. It's good.
I'll
It's
take
funny.
a listen again.
Oh, Elvis. Yes,
We
Chaz. Elvis is great.
Yeah. We've seen Elvis at least once, and I got to say, what a show! I mean, the number of costume changes. I think I've referred to that in prior references to Mr. Vez. Wow, the
Mr.
Mexican
Vez.
Elvis is pretty. He's hilarious. He does great send-ups. It's a real tribute to the music of, and he just puts a ton of Vegas into it. And he has a Christmas album too, which is pretty hilarious. So, well worth your time. But I remember we saw him at Tiki Oasis in 2013. He saw our costume. He's like, "Hey, great costumes!" You know, I call it praise from Mr. E.
Elvis. Who doesn't love Elvis? There's something wrong with you.
Great concept.
If you don't like Elvis. Why do we say the same about Elvis? Because we found out, I'm not going to say their name, but it's someone that some of you know. We found out doesn't like Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with you?
What's your problem? How's your problem? Oh, that's just water.
What is wrong with you?
Card there. We had we invited the neighbors over last weekend.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, so right before the broadcast.
Oh, Johnny Cash's birthday is February 26th. Yeah, that's a great idea, Gettysburg Ma'am. Thank you for telling me that.
Okay. I think
we can do that.
Definitely do something with the Man in Black.
Yep.
Because his catalog was pretty vast, too. And then very late in his life, he actually was recording some fantastic albums with Rick Rubin that are well worth your time. Definitely.
6 days ahead of Eric's birthday.
Oh,
All right.
And all these coinkydinks happening here. What do you know?
No.
There's something in common with Mr. Johnny Cash. Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
My birthday's also in February, but I'm an Aquarius and not a Pisces.
Yeah, well, you know, the months, the zodiac does not follow the months exactly.
Elvis versus the Beatles. Is that like an epic rap battle?
No. Is this one of these things? Are we supposed to? I think they probably. It's a big franchise. I don't know if
they still do that or not.
Big franchise. They're pretty hilarious. As far as E versus the B, well, he met the Beatles in 1964. I don't think he was particularly impressed. They were big fans, so you know they were a little like, "Wow," and simply like within no time, of course, they were selling records at the clip that he had been selling 10 years prior. So, and then of course they did go further and do different things. And on this special right here, he actually does have some newer songs, and he talks about.
Oh, hi, Abra. Good to see you.
Hey, glad to see you. Yeah, on this is talking about some of the newer music and some of the new bands, and he's like, you know, the Byrds and the Beatles, and he says he really likes what the Beatles are doing. And this is circa 1968, so he would have been hearing some pretty far out stuff at the time, and it's like if you still like that, then clearly you were definitely thinking forward.
I got to keep all these things in my brain. So Peter's asking about a David Bowie cocktail.
A Bowie cocktail. I have to wonder, like, what he enjoyed. You kind of feel like he would have been a big fan of cognac or something, you know?
I know. See, I feel like maybe Saturday we could post, or maybe like Friday night, we could post a David Bowie cocktail. A Starman cocktail. Exactly. Starman. Exactly. I know.
Well, you know, interestingly enough, we happen to have this maple syrup with glitter. That sounds highly appropriate.
Oh, Lisa, yeah, you do need to look up Elvis.
You got to take a look.
Elvis is so much fun.
Got to take a look for Elvis. And at this point in time, I used to have to say, well, you'll have to get some and listen to it.
Cash.
Oh, wow. Oh, cool.
I love the David Bowie idea. I'm just wondering, like, do you want to do that tonight, or do you want to? Because we could totes do that.
We can stretch that because look, the fact is, we do 52 of these a year. We'll definitely make some space for
the Beatles are just the Everly Brothers on acid. Oh my God. Eric says, I can't say that I'm Elvis fan. can understand the fandom. But yeah, that's fine. Like, you know, not being your thing, totally fine. But these people are like, I don't like him. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Hey, you know, you like what you like.
Exactly.
And you understand how this fan thing works. I mean, I certainly see plenty of groups who sell big, make it big, and I think Matt. And I think, but are you selling to your audience?
I can at least see why other people like it.
You know, you found your audience. So that's done deal. That's the thing.
Oh, Sgt. Pepper, yep. For the pre-drugs. Oh, see, I kind of like the white jumpsuit Elvis, is what I'm trying to say.
And you like the later Beatles, too.
I do, and I like the later Beatles, too.
Definitely.
I love the Starman idea.
Yeah, it's fun. We should go with that. I will say about these groups and whatnot, I think that
Elvis fight marker. Okay, but I got to go see that.
You remember when the post office was doing Elvis stamps, and there was a big question, the big poll was like, Elvis in leather or Elvis in white jumpsuit, and we were all like white jumpsuit, you know.
I know, and then like of course we totally got outnumbered.
You can see video of him like circa 1957. It's very raw. It's very hot, and he's just really punching it very hard. And then you see him in the 70s, and it's like Elvis goes beyond Elvis. I've mentioned this a number of times on this show, but I'll say it again. It's kind of like he's no longer Elvis Presley is performing. It's like it's the Elvis show, all in capitals. You know?
Right.
And it's just got this big bunch of backup singers, this big band behind him. He's got fantastic players. He's got an orchestrator and strings and all sort of thing. He can do the big ballads. He can do some straight up rockers. Comes out with a guitar. He has to go kiss the ladies in the audience. He has to throw a few scarves out there. It's this huge production, which ultimately cost a lot of money. And he was actually not that wealthy at the time he died because he's spending all the money on this stage show. But that's what he wanted those shows to be.
So I gotta.
And I kind of imagine that it's like if you see like Bruce Springsteen, you go to the show and it's like 2.5 hours long. It's like you're getting your money's worth to see Springsteen. Well, I think you were getting your money's worth for Elvis.
So I gotta interject here because Aaron says Elvis cocktail with peanut butter and banana liqueur garnished with a pickle. We were talking about this earlier.
Look,
because Paul was saying like the ultimate
Elvis cocktail
would be like screwball
whiskey,
peanut butter
whiskey. You need some bacon,
banana liqueur,
and then you need like some bacon fat washed whiskey. So that's your second ounce of base in there. It sounds horrendous, but I bet we could try that and make it good.
I didn't know that. Elvis means all wise.
Oh,
Elvis. I didn't know that. Okay.
Well, I think you went by instinct, and I think his instincts were pretty good.
Okay, and, River City's saying Beatles openly stated they adopted the vocal harmonies of the early Everly Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Everly Brothers. I can talk.
Yeah. Oh, the Everlys.
Yep.
Well, like just recently, wasn't it Don or Phil actually died just this past year? And then I heard a lot of tributes on the radio, and on my local station, they were playing a ton of great stuff from the mid-'60s after these guys stopped having hits. I'm talking about the Everlys.
Oh my God.
And that period for them was awesome. It's fantastic material. But like when you listen to all of those British bands who do the harmonies, it's like it's all Everlys.
Okay, well hold on.
They really talk.
Ken posted an Elvis factoid. The hymn's record cover was a picture of the steeple of the Sandwich, Massachusetts Cape Cod Congregational Church.
Huh.
Had to do with the producer. The Massachusetts is far away from Graceland Bible Belt. No kidding.
I think the best you can say is that local,
your
neighboring state is the origin of the Baptist Church, and that, of course, has a very heavy presence within the Bible Belt. So,
Springsteen is like 3+ hours long. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a big damn show. I mean, you're going to pay plenty to see that type of show these days. It's well beyond what I've ever thought you would pay for a show. But boy, do you get your money's worth at a Springsteen show. This is what I've always heard.
On his way into town, Elvis spots a fight going on at a gas station, pulls over and gets out, saved the day. Oh my gosh. Chaz, what?
I just imagine he kind of walks up there. Hey, whoa, you want to take it easy?
Take it easy, son.
Hey, Elvis. Oh, what are we fighting for? I'm not so sure. Maybe you want to step back there and cool down a bit. Have a Coke or something. What the hell?
Have a Coke.
Have a Coke on me.
Have a Coke on me. That's what I was about to say.
Sit down and we're sorry, Elvis. I'm sorry for disturbing your day, man. Hey, as long as you stop fighting, we just want the world to be at peace.
Are we ready for my bold drink?
I'm out.
We haven't done a bull drink in a long time, so I'm super excited.
We happen to have the Brady's over here, and they've got a location shot at a supermarket.
Oh, this is the one where the Brady Bunch, where they do a commercial. Anyway, whatever.
And like their director, of course, is very groovy, but it's actually, I think Paul Winchell is playing director. It's pretty hilarious. But I'm listening to this concept of he pulls over at a gas station and is just, hey, whoa, that's hilarious.
Johnny Cash's favorite food was chocolate pie.
Chocolate pie.
Ooh.
Oh, how about that?
Well, that's understandable.
Well, we know someone else
like a chocolate pie.
We know someone else who happens to like a chocolate pie, like a chocolate pudding pie kind of thing.
Oh my gosh, Dan! No, we did not. But you're correct.
As long as you're going to mention
Dan reminded us that Elvis gave us a tour of the Star Trek experience.
The Star Trek experience is in
Ticonderoga, New York. You are correct.
So let me expostulate for a second here.
Eric, Ticonderoga, New York.
Yep. So here's the deal. So this is in a very strange sort of corner of the country.
Make room for my bowl drink.
Proximate to Lake George, big resort area in New York State. It's just right up there in the Adirondacks. Beautiful area. Just lovely, lovely driving through it. It's located in what I believe was an old Associated supermarket footprint. And the guy who founded this has spent years as an Elvis impersonator, and he's, I think, done pretty well in Vegas, etc. And has been an entertainer for many years. But as a kid, he was a big Trek fan. And he was fascinated with the show, and he wrote to the producers on this, and he was just like, wow, wow, wow. And he got in touch with the set designers, and they sent him a set of blueprints. Here's what the set looked like. We're talking Desilu Stage 7, circa 1966.
And Kelly.
So he had these, and he probably always had this dream of, wow, you could rebuild this. And, of course, the show goes off the air, and then things pass and whatnot. Well, years later, and this is only going back about 10 or 12 years, I think, he manages to say, let's go do this, finds a piece of property.
Original enterprise, Eric.
Finds a piece of property, it was an old supermarket footprint, and just gets a crew and starts building the set according to the blueprints. And that's what they did. They reproduced Desilu Stage 7. These are all the sets that you're familiar with from the show. We're talking sick bay, we're talking the conference room, we're talking the personal quarters, which they redressed for every personal person. That big corridor that you always see people walking up and down, the Jeffries tube, and then eventually lead around to the whole power plant, engine room, and then back to the bridge. And it's just astonishing. The detail is off the damn hook. Well, we went to we had tickets to this in 2020. Yeah, well, that wasn't going to happen.
No.
So last year,
but it's okay.
But last year, in the summer, it was possible. Our tickets were still good, and we traveled up with Dan Lane and company, and we had our uniforms. We show up. There's this whole crew from DC, and these people are obsessed.
Oh yeah, they had a podcast where I guess they talk about Star Trek and drink wine.
So what a podcast! They show up.
There are people.
There was like this tall gal, the red suit, huge hair. I was like, wow, the two of them were just spot on. And they had another Kirk and everything. Oh. So, of course, the guy who's running this...
It's Elvis, so good, you guys. You have to go. You have to go. It was amazing.
Our Elvis there takes one look at this crowd and he's like, oh, I'm taking you on the tour. So he took us through it. And he was just great. Really
well, and it's the guy who's the Elvis impersonator. So he just led us through the tour.
He decided that he had to do this one.
It was so good. I should post some. I posted pictures back then, but I should post them again.
I mean, I had my velour shirt that we found at a thrift store, and I had my Mego phaser, which doesn't actually work anymore. Yeah, well.
Yeah, well.
Maybe I'll get that. I'll be able to get that going. I always wanted the tricorder.
Oh.
Big fun.
Amy, well, let's
talk.
Make this happen.
Let's talk.
We'll make this happen.
I suspect I could see that again, but we have to.
Hi, Pepper Tree. Oh, Graceland. We went to Graceland. Oh, you have to stop in Hernando's Hideaway for a cold Lone Star and a hi from Dale Watson.
Hello.
We went to Graceland, but it was in 2006, so I think we're kind of overdue for a return. Yeah.
I think that many things have happened in Memphis since then.
We're overdue for a return.
Memphis, of course, is also the home of, say, Stax Records. You can take that tour. We didn't. We were kind of busy. We did go to Sun Records.
Yeah, that was fun.
The Sun tour is great, and they remind you it's an operating studio. Do you want to record at Sun? It's a standard rate per hour. You just go and sign up and do a session.
You can't.
It's a real thing.
Do this to me on my show. This is all making me want to watch Star Trek.
Apparently, like a month after we were there, it was Shatner's 90th, I think.
Yeah, he was
birthday,
coming.
He was coming into town, and he's
right.
been on that set before. And apparently, his handlers are all like, "He's not going to do this. He's not going to do that. And he's not going to sit in the captain's chair." And then he gets on the set, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sitting in the chair." Boom. You know, it's always good to override your handlers.
Oh, Graceland Peter, we keep talking about all these bus tours that we're supposedly going to do, but Graceland bus tour.
A lot of fun.
We could all just get on a bus right here. And
big Greyhound bus and travel on down. And on down the highway.
We could come back a different way.
Yeah.
So we could go one way and see all the sights and then come back another way and see all those sights.
Big fun.
I like this idea.
It only takes a couple of days to get down to Memphis from here. It's a pretty long ride across Tennessee because it's a rather wide state.
Chaz, I have not seen that. It says, have you seen the film Rock and Roll Disciples about worshippers of Elvis?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Maybe that's what we'll do on Saturday.
We'll take a look. I'm glad to see such things. I mean, fans are fans. You know, the king was the king.
Book in mind.
The king was the king because he managed to intersect a couple of ideas that were kicking around at the time. It's like this style of music and this style of music comes together, and you could make that work very well with an extremely charismatic personality.
Amy, I'm glad you got there before everything shut down.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Oh jeez. Oh, February. Oh wow. Glad you saw Stax. Stax is very cool. I hear that backbeat all the time. We had this conversation online recently. Someone was talking about Backdoor Santa. I'm like, man, that rhythm group on that song is just bang on. Very awesome. So big fun. Atlantic Records, baby. It's the stuff. So many good things happened there. And of course, Memphis was the second city in Tennessee because, of course, you had Nashville, Music City, USA.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was like, oh, everything's happening in Nashville, blah, blah, blah. And Memphis was like the scrappy cousin that was just making really kicking the butt music. I tell you. Fantastic, fantastic stuff happening there. So obviously it's natural that, you know, Elvis moves to Memphis with the family and then he's hearing all this stuff. He's like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Fertile ground. Amazing.
I would go back in a minute.
But, you know, and he also,
back in a minute.
You know, there are also stories about like...
And go to Stax.
Was Sam Phillips like sad that he sold Elvis's contract? He was running a small label. This guy was about to hit it big. There was no way he could have promoted him properly, you know? He sold it. He sold it for a good amount of money, and that's about what he was going to do. He discovered a lot of people, but he was just this independent producer.
I just love Errol's
quotes. You know?
Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a fill in the blank.
No, I'm a doctor, not a Mad Libs. Seriously.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Stax is very cool.
All right, well, this seems like the perfect time to make my bowl.
Shall we inaugurate a bowl?
So I'm calling this bowl Burning Love.
Burning Love.
And
in paren, serves too.
All right.
I like that.
So I'm saying combine in a drink bowl with ice. So I'm gonna put ice in my bowl.
First thing you need to do is find yourself a fine drink bowl. This is one of these cool little tiki farm type things.
You know, bonus points if it has a reservoir for flame because we're gonna flame this baby.
We're certainly gonna flame this baby. You'll find these sometimes with the built-in reservoir. Sort of a little mountain in the middle here. Sometimes that's a removable mountain.
We have that one too. But...
Sometimes it's a removable mountain, and sometimes the thing is literally just shaped to look like a volcano, and then you got a volcano bowl.
You gave me a reservoir mountain this time.
You gave me a reservoir this time. That doesn't have as much oomph as you gave me a mountain.
I think that's...
There you go.
That's good.
I do like the big 70s bombastic Elvis. It's like he never met one of those big overwrought Italian songs he didn't like. You know? You don't have to say you love me, that kind of stuff. Oh, great.
Is there a...
What you need?
I need a mixing glass.
A mixing glass.
Yeah, I think it'll be faster.
Elevator down.
Sam Phillips needed the money to keep the doors open on his studio, right?
He did.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Exactly.
I mean, it was a small
operation. Find it on YouTube as Mondo Elvis. Okay, thank you. We will.
Hello.
We will.
Hello.
All right. He's serving it in hunks. All you do. All right, so all you do is combine.
You know what she did? Is that she actually filled the bowl with hunks of ice. That's
big hunks of ice.
Big hunks o' ice.
Big hunks o' ice.
I gotta say, the actual song title, A Big Hunk o' Love, is one of the classics.
So, you know what?
Obviously.
I'm going to add ingredients to my glass until it's not plausible before, so that I don't have to keep pouring. But
you're going to make an implausible drink?
This is for serves too.
Okay. Well,
I'm not speaking to you.
Don't drink one. Don't drink it alone. I don't drink alone.
Too.
All right. 2 ounces of dark Jamaican, baby.
Jamaican rum.
And perhaps 2 ounces of a reputable tequila.
Reposado tequila. Except we're about to kick this one.
Ooh,
so I got to go get another one.
Do we have 2 ounces of the reposado?
I don't know. I don't think we do.
Oh, no. I think you're right. I think we have 1.25 ounces. Look at that. Oh, well, I guess we got to get this second bottle. A scant ounce.
A scant ounce.
It's funny how you pour the end of it and it's like exactly 1 ounce.
All right.
Because you've been pouring 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 1 ounce, 2 ounce.
Where is it?
Well, this is even measures.
Oh, you know what? I think it might be in the kitchen.
Housed them. So you should know where they are.
Kitchen.
Where's it in the kitchen?
Under the shelves. I'm pretty sure it's in there.
I will find it.
All right.
And I'll get rid of the dead soldiers.
Thank you. Good thing it's recycling night. Okay. 2 ounces of tequila when we bring it back. Okay. I'll catch up in the meantime. Do you like the TV series Alien Nation? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're talking amongst yourselves. So good. I'm glad. I never saw that one, but sounds like you guys did. All right. Mondo Elvis. I will remember that because I want to see this. I love documentaries like that. It's not in... We just bought one like...
You're thinking right here, correct?
A week ago. Yeah. It's not there?
See? I'm looking around to make sure.
All right, well, you come back and I'll look over here again.
We absolutely have another bottle.
No, I know we have another bottle. I just have to find it.
Same bottle.
We gotta lay our hands on it. All right.
Well, it's in there somewhere.
I'm gonna look again over here.
Don't worry, folks.
I'm sure it's here.
It's in there somewhere. Yeah, we'll definitely find it.
I'm sure it's here.
Wait,
I think I found it.
Good. Charlie, I, back in the day, remember Dred Zeppelin well. They were featured on the very first Christmas collection
God, it's so
I
heavy.
ever put together because I happened to run into their version of All I Want for Christmas is My Two Front Teeth. Elvis fronting Led Zeppelin. Pretty hilarious. And they were playing.
Right.
They played around town. It was a great concept. And I was just like, yeah, and I never thought about it. Well, stupid. You got to see that kind of stuff live.
2 ounces tequila.
I'm going to call myself stupid in that case. See your heroes when they're around and see the funny stuff when it's playing because it might not last.
I gotta see what else I'm doing here.
Oh, what else am I doing?
2 ounces dark rum. This is for 2 people.
2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce banana liqueur.
Yes, 1 ounce banana liqueur. Mm-hmm. As I said earlier, for those of you just joining us, where did it go? That's not what I said earlier. Oh, here it is.
Yes.
We made our own,
mm-hmm.
but Giffard's Banana du Brazil is a good one.
Quite likely the only really great banana liqueur on the market, but who knows? By now someone else might have done one. Now, you can certainly make your own. You can find a good formula for it online. It will make an excellent liqueur, and as when you're done with it, it looks like hell. Oh, it's pretty awful. But the flavor has been extracted, and you're good. An ounce of vanilla liqueur.
Yes. Oh, I'll just let him read it.
I can read it off to you.
Let him read it.
We're also using Giffard for the vanilla liqueur. This is Vanille de Madagascar. It does involve Madagascar vanilla. How about that?
I forgot the pomegranate juice.
Very good. Oh, we can get that.
2 ounces fresh lime juice. This is a tropical. I decided to go with lime. Lately I've been into lemon, but let's do lime. 2 ounces.
Reappears as if by magic.
Oh! I ran out of lime.
Oh.
I gotta add a little lemon.
Sub with a little lemon.
I gotta sub a little lemon.
Yeah, you're not gonna taste the difference. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna taste the difference. So.
Alright. A little bit. Okay.
The things you have to do for burning love.
That's good.
1 ounce of pomegranate juice.
So to speak.
This is just 100% pom. You can find a lot of brands on the market these days. If you'd like to find a better price than some, I recommend visiting the market that has the international foods. There's a lot of stuff coming from Eastern Europe that's a very good price.
Can't see my measures.
And it's pomegranate. That's great.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
1 ounce pomegranate juice.
Yeah, with reggae. Wasn't that great? They were a lot of fun. And the Christmas tune is awesome. It's just really, really well done.
Did I have any bitters in this?
You do have bitters. That happens to be. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, how could I forget? Okay.
Okay, so
since it's Burning Love, I'm doing 2 stoppers of Bitterman's
Hellfire Habanero Shrub.
I don't need to say it. You can say it for me.
I can say it for you.
All right.
I'm going to correct what you said here because that measure is crazy. But
What did I say?
2 ounces.
Oh, yeah, no, that wouldn't be.
Oh, my.
2 droppers. Change it,
so.
please. Okay, good.
I have changed.
All right.
We're good. Nothing crazy going on.
I feel like we should turn down the lights so we can see the flame.
We can do that.
All right. So
all right. Now.
I'm just going to stir it with a... No.
No.
I was going to stir it with a straw, and then I decided not to be lazy. Okay. Stir it. And I'm going to pour it in my bowl, and then I'm going to stir it some more with the ice. Oh, look at that. We used to do bowl drinks every Thursday.
Bowling night.
Yeah, we called it bowl night.
Going bowling.
Back when we still had cable. And then on Thursday nights, we would watch World's Dumbest and drink a bowl drink.
Drink a bowl drink and make popcorn.
But now we don't have cable anymore.
So there we go.
All right.
I will not say I miss it, because I don't. Next, you need to find yourself some high proof.
Cable or the bowls?
Cable. So we happen to have...
I kind of miss the bowl drinks.
130 proof. This is Cockspur overproof rum. I think that the Ray and Nephew is very popular. If you happen to have Everclear, well, that'll torch nicely. Let's turn on some lights and check this out, shall we?
Torch this bad boy.
Torch this bad boy.
I've got our long straws ready, so no one has to set themselves on fire. Oh, the pink one. Right.
Okay. Is this enough? Or down enough?
I don't know. I can't see it. Let's see.
Let's take a look here. So it delays. You have to wait for that to happen.
All right. Boy, I got another one to send to oblivion.
You know, that's just life, isn't it? More trolls. Jeez, well, how about that? Trolls. I guess we're really making inroads. You never know.
Oh, Eric watching Mad Men.
Hello. Oh, that's a fun little thing to bring back.
And Jeff farted in front of a date once. She didn't call again.
Oh, my. Whoops. Oopsie.
Gosh, this is hilarious. Okay. Change of habit. Yes. Elvis and Mary Tyler Moore.
Hey, MTM.
Hi, Joe. Good to see you.
Oh, hello.
All right. Hold on.
Do we need more darkness? Because we certainly could.
Hold on. Now, no, I think we're good. I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah. Your troll is back on YouTube. I know.
Yeah, you don't say.
I don't know what it is.
Shucks.
Anyway, whatever. Have straw. I hope you can see the flame after all that, but.
And poof. There she goes.
It's not going. Hold on.
Try again. Sometimes you have to heat the liquor to make it go.
There we go.
At 130, I think.
I don't know if you can see it, but it is definitely flaming now.
80 proof, you have to warm up a little to vaporize it.
Burning Love.
See. Let's see if I can see that.
No,
I can see it. Yeah. It's subtle, but it's there.
All right, we'll have to
Now it's really torching. Oh,
all right,
nice.
This is Burning Love.
Burning Love. Now, isn't that a nice sort of thing to have a bowl again? I haven't had a bowl drink in a long time on the air.
Mm. You can't have bowl drinks these days when you're out with your friends because COVID. But
the two of you in your own little palace of fun, sure, why not? There are some notorious bowls out there, like the Scorpion, which are well worth your time.
I think we could do more of the Hellfire. I'm going to do...
Agreed.
Let's make it 4 stoppers.
Wow. Got a lot of fire going on. I can taste that banana. It's a really nice flavor, the one that you made.
Now let's try it.
And the Brazil is an excellent liqueur.
Now how much would you pay?
How much you pay? What's it?
All right.
Think of standard price for a bowl on the open market. Oh, boom, 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 boom.
Oh, there it is. Yep. All right. We got to change that to 4 stoppers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Why we're just getting...
Wow. Getting nailed from the Far East here.
We're just... It's like Troll City tonight on our channel.
Shucks.
All right, hold on.
That looks like Preka.
No. Junior mints and red vines, of course. Oh. It's so funny. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of bizarrely flattered by the trolls, but...
Competitive? Yeah, actually, Errol, can you help me out with the pronunciation there? I want to know who in the world is bugging me tonight.
Oh, at least I you have another troll. Ugh.
I swear.
I'm bizarrely flattered. Like, why would you bother with us? But anyway.
It's kind of an indicator that something is going on. And if I were seeing more results in other directions, I'd say, well, all right then.
Woohoo! I'm famous, only I'm not.
Yeah, bizarre but true.
Hi, Satellite! Good to see you!
What should we make with bourbon? Well, I have a bourbon drink.
He does have a bourbon drink.
I'm working on this bowl right here. I suppose I could delay the bowl.
Trolls equal you made it, right?
Yeah,
oh, Night Mars.
They're an indicator of something, that's for sure. I will say there are...
Hi, Fabs!
Hey!
No, thank you.
Yes, we had a great...
The One Night Stand VD.
Oh my! I will say without fear of contradiction, we had possibly our most epic broadcast for New Year's Eve because we rang in 4 time zones.
Oh, Errol says this is
over the course of 3 3/4 hours. Lexa.
All right.
Oh, Alexa. Bye, Lexa. But thank you, Ed. I really appreciate that. That's just really amazing.
I hope you had a good New Year's Eve too.
Zolotov.
Oh.
Zolotov still sounds like a character on
Zolotov
Glow.
cocktail.
Yeah, the Zolotov cocktail.
Zoya the Destroyer.
I think we need to make a Zolotov cocktail and then like throw it at her and say, have fun with this.
Well, the troll earlier was Zoya.
Zoya.
I just keep thinking of Zoya the Destroyer on Glow.
How much do I think that these names are 100% pseudonymous? Yes. This is all fake.
Oh, Roustabout. Elvis with Barbara Stanwyck on his motorcycle. Oh. Yes.
I'm a Roustabout.
Oh.
Roustabout has a great
Michael
theme.
finally recovered from New Year's Eve.
Well, or let's just say that the actual morning of New Year's for us was fairly slow because
we did actually wake up in the morning.
In the morning sometime.
Kind of.
Not as early as I might have.
I think it was definitely after 11 when I got out of bed on New Year's Day. But to be fair to us, we rang in the New Year in 4 time zones.
We
so
made it happen
sounds
throughout
like
the entire continental U.S. Oh, it's hot stuff. So if anybody wants to, it's up there on the YouTube and Facebook. You can see the rebroadcast if you like. It's some fun. Oh, yeah. Hilarious.
I just keep thinking, good, dude. There's still just a tiny little bit of flame there. I'm going to reflame it. Oh,
I think it went out.
We just burned it out. Okay,
it just went out. Yeah, it finally killed itself. It's like when you're at the Chinese-American restaurant and they have, of course, the whole poo-poo platter.
Someone needs to... well, we've got one of those poo-poo platters.
Indeed. Although...
Now I kind of want to get...
Those tend to be filled, that little reservoir in those is filled with sterno, which, of course, you wouldn't want to put there because it's poisonous.
I was about to say that...
Don't drink it.
You don't want to do sterno in your bowl drink, but... Oh, there we go.
In your poo-poo platter, it's fine because it's just...
No, but I was thinking you could make...
a little hibachi.
A tiki, if anyone's watching who makes tiki bowls,
mm-hmm.
If you made one with a deeper reservoir, that you could put more overproof in, and maybe it would flame for a while.
It would flame for quite a while, as a matter of fact.
Because it looks lovely, but it's not lasting long.
This one has a very small little cup happening at the top there. We have some of them that have a tiny little cup that they don't go for very long. But that's why you just keep the bowl handy, the bottle handy, so you can just refill, torch it up, and go. A lot of fun. Zolotov also sounds
Eric was with us for the whole 4 hours.
Oh, wow. Oh.
That's awesome. I love that.
I'm seriously complimented
here. I switched into my jammies. Oh, Satellite was with us. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
You were there for all 4. Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
That's amazing.
This is crazy. I didn't expect you to be here for more than one time zone because that's a long time. But hey, that's awesome. I mean, it's like the time when we did the whole brunch with the cartoons.
Michael got his booster and shingles vax New Year's Eve. Well, that's a 1-2 punch.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Both of those shots.
On the same day.
On the same day? I'm so, wow. I would not have recommended
My second shingles, I got the 2-part shingles one, and it was the only thing that was bad about it was the person giving the shot. It was just like I don't know what they injected in my arm, but it was so dull that it, like, going in was so painful.
That's not the way a shot should be.
How old is this syringe?
It's supposed to be unique to you.
Yeah,
you don't use a syringe.
It was crazy.
So,
but anyway, it was.
I mean, I've gotten both of those.
Lisa and Errol were there for the whole 4 hours. I love you guys so much.
I
do. I really do.
I gotta tell you.
Oh,
your sleeping patterns, my sleeping patterns.
Fabs, we got this one at the now defunct Hukilau in Chicopee, Massachusetts.
Yeah. Taking the head off to Hukilau.
It's from Tiki Farm.
They were cool.
It's from Tiki Farm,
Very
so I don't know
good.
if it was unique.
I don't think it was. I just
so
think
you can probably look for Tiki Farm.
Hukilau had
thank you, Ryan.
Hukilau had a unique volcano bowl that nobody has. They had one of them on display. Wow. Okay, that's interesting.
Doug says I did not make it to the Honolulu ball drop. Neither did we.
Neither did we. We were gone. If we had any correspondents watching from our 50th state, oh boy. Sorry, we'll do it next time.
We dropped in the Pacific and we're kind of like, okay, I'm done.
We've hit everybody that we could possibly have hit. I was name checking our correspondents down under, and I don't think anybody actually rang in from Sydney, so I considered it to be all good.
Oh, no.
And good fun to them. They were already in tomorrow.
Oh, okay, Chaz. Thank you. Yeah, please post the video.
Oh, wow. Oh, please, yeah. Drop it in. That's hilarious. That's amazing. Big fun stuff.
It is big. That's why I'm enjoying it.
Oh, was there as well?
Yes.
Well, thank you. I'm glad.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad so many of you stuck around.
I'm glad we throw a fun party that's good for more than an hour or so, because here we are, more than an hour tonight, and we're just having a little conversation, a little more conversation, and a little
less conversation,
more
action.
Yeah.
Elvis reference.
Take your picks. Yeah, obviously Elvis reference. But we have a little more conversation and a little more action for you.
Oh, yeah, I get it. No, I know. Clocked out after Central Time, Elizabeth was saying, but I get it, yeah.
Poke. Oh, well, thanks for
Oh.
And again, if like anybody who had gotten any vaccinations, man, those 2 shots in particular knocked me out. So I got you. They're serious these days.
River City Handsome says, and the conversation moves to Thanksgiving between relatives. Oh, God, did you get the shingles vaccine? OMG.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, yeah.
I've been shot up a lot in the past year and a half. Well, many of us have. And some of these things are serious. I mean, keep getting hit with this this inactive virus. I'm like, whoa, my system goes, wow.
I have had no reactions to any COVID vaccine. Like, knocks him for a loop. I'm like, I'm fine. But yeah, and actually COVID vaccines, I was totally fine. This year's flu shot knocked me on my keister.
It usually doesn't, the flu shot usually doesn't whack me. It makes me sleepy, good, fine. But like the big guns, these things have really been whacking my system.
Oh, Elizabeth, I know. It hits everyone differently.
The first shot, no. That was smooth, no reaction whatsoever. Yeah. Second shot, whacked for a day. Booster, same reaction.
So
I got shot the day of a broadcast. I guess that was early in December, like first week of December.
Jeez,
and I was probably getting loopy during that broadcast. So yeah, there you go. By the way, our lights are down. We're still looking very dim.
Well, I could relight the bowl, or you can turn the lights off.
Well, relight the bowl in that case. What the heck, folks?
We still got bowl drink. Let's light the bowl.
We still have 130 over here. We're going to need some more Cox for 130. Mm-hmm.
Or an equivalent overproof.
I happen to have inherited a bottle of the regular Coxford, which is really nice to have on hand. I got to say, good stuff.
Light. There we go. It's lit.
Recommendation for Tiki Farm?
Yeah, I saw that.
Tiki Farm just keeps doing it. They make a lot of fun stuff. They make a lot of character-y stuff. They have a lot of sci-fi stuff for all you fans. Did they do the Yeti? Or was that somebody else?
No, that was Archie McPhee.
Archie McPhee did that. Okay.
The Yeti.
Ah, he's still there. Hello.
What's our January display now? Like, we got all the Christmas stuff is out of there, but we still have snowmen.
If it's
because January.
Hey, you know, if it's frosty, it gets to stay. We have a couple of snowmen blow molds still kicking around because it's going to be cold for months in the Northeast. There we are. But it's going to be cold pretty far down. I mean, OC, which I mean Oklahoma City, it's going to be cold.
I think that's OKC.
OKC? Okay.
They're in Tulsa.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, but you folks in Tulsa, same thing. It's going to be cold. And, of course, you know, Graceland gets snow. That's the thing.
Harry says the only reaction I had was after shot number 2. And that was just resulted with me binge watching with my second girlfriend, comforter wrapped around me. I do that on any given night.
Anytime I feel like that kind of bad, I think to myself, there's only one solution. Well, no, two solutions. One is you do have to do that. Find yourself some good comfort watching and just wrap up and go. And 2 is find yourself some cold medicine, because if you don't feel great, take cold medicine. What is cold medicine? The bourbon stone sour.
But, you know, if you're feeling, I don't know, I've never had a reaction like you had.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't want booze at that point if it was me.
Well, when you start feeling feverish, you don't want the booze.
No.
But before that time, if it was just that bad head cold feeling, take a shot. Couldn't hurt.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Ryan. If you do, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we should go grab some ground cinnamon and do it.
We could do that. You know,
that
just reminds me of nothing so much
Trader
as
Sam's.
Disney, Trader Sam's, all their bartenders.
Yep.
In Disneyland, we've been there a few times. There's a bartender named Roy who
too cool
actually
to do the clam.
Is
the abominable snowman. Yes.
He was a pretty funny guy, and he was definitely doing that. Well, they have a bowl called Oa. And they will actually fill the reservoirs here with cinnamon, and they just take the pinch and go boom, boom, oh.
Oh, River City Handsome. That's such a good idea. I think next week we're going to do Betty White. But yeah, Groundhog Day. There you go. That's a great idea for.
It's a great idea. Groundhog Day. We come out. We do a live video.
Mind eraser.
We do a live video every 10 minutes. We leave the stage, come back, and start the broadcast all over again.
You know, something I don't know. We had a friend who unfortunately passed away. Oh, good night, Devin, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yep, I'm going to relight it again for Devin. Happy birthday, dear Devin.
Happy birthday to you. There we go.
All right. I'm going to relight it for you.
Refill the reservoir.
And then we're going to do some cinnamon.
Yep. Cinnamon.
Oh, we love you back, Devin. Happy birthday.
All right. That's going.
All right, hit that baby with some cinnamon.
Oh, grab a pinch here. Oh,
look at it spark.
Isn't that fun? A lot of fun. I got cinnamon all over the bar now.
But it's so worth it.
It is so. It's just a special effects, folks. And like Trader Sam's is all about that kind of stuff.
You kind of see it. Oh, I'm watching. Yeah, you can kind of see it spark. Okay.
There we go. Spark.
All right. On the video.
Probably no cinnamon on the bar.
Yeah.
But a lot of fun. And cinnamon is cheap. So use, please. Great flavor. I was thinking about using cinnamon syrup in drinks, and I kind of thought that it was a little heavy. Maybe next time I'll get that going. I have actually made a jet pilot on the air. I could do that again sometime.
Jerk Pirate.
Jerk Pirate. It's a classic.
Oh, as I was saying about our friend who passed away, he used to have a Groundhog Day party. And when he lived in Pennsylvania, we would go to his Groundhog Day party. But then he moved, so.
Things happened.
But he would buy like Groundhog Day themed napkins, and he would have all this stuff. So like you can buy that stuff.
It's out there.
Yeah, it's Groundhog Day parties are a real thing apparently.
Very expansive fellow. He would really, and he was got into tiki, and he would go to all these places that were closing and buy light fixtures and stuff like that.
Yeah, he would buy like all this stuff.
Really into like the decor. He was definitely into the drinks, and he was definitely into the special effects. He would do that. It was just, you know, it's sad to see people like that have to leave us. So that's my gentle moment of the night, folks. You know, Elvis.
Gentle moment.
Elvis has also left the building, and the fact is, if you can't see him on stage, you can see a lot of video. There's a lot of great. He was well documented, and for good reason. And I think in particular the 70s shows, there were 2 concert films. There's a lot of video. There was the big TV special from Hawaii. There's just a ton of stuff out there that you can check out. That is well worth your time. The Elvis show was amazing. Just amazing. Such a great thing. Fabs actually knows Roy. Yeah, isn't it a great guy? We were there, the last time that we were there, we decided to actually do the park right. You can spend a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
You can spend a lot of time in Disneyland trying to get on the Matterhorn. Disney World doesn't have a Matterhorn. Well, Matterhorn is probably my favorite. And, you're going to wait all day. Forget it.
It's really your favorite.
You know what you do? Do the park, and then you need to, hop on the monorail and get yourself to Trader Sam's and have a few rounds. And when we were there for a few rounds, Roy's there. And we're talking, and he's just, you don't like to try to challenge the bartender unless he's up for it. I'm like, hey, man, whatever's on the menu is great. But he actually volunteered. He's like, hey, if you want anything off the menu, we can do that. Oh, well, I said, well, I'm game. I said, I'm game. I'm like, well, what are you thinking? He's like, well, I can do 3 dots on a dash. I'm like, bang, you're awesome. So he did. He produced this spot-on 3 dots on a dash. And I said, we were just at their location in Chicago. 3 dots on a dash. That's so cool. And I said, this is an awesome drink. Great guy. So, then we had a few rounds, got a little tight, popped on the monorail back, and got on the Matterhorn. Now, that's the way to do it.
That's the way to do the Matterhorn.
Yeah.
When you've got a couple of drinks.
I guarantee it's a better ride. If you're at Disney World and you don't have Matterhorn, well, guess what? The 70s Matterhorn is called Space Mountain. Same ride.
I love Space Mountain.
Same ride in the dark.
I love Space Mountain. I know that. I know. It's whatever. But I love Space Mountain.
When I was 11 years old, my mother took us to Disney World. And we had to ride the very new Space Mountain. And she said, well, we're going to ride this with you. And she just kind of thought that we were all going to die.
I think that was my mom's reaction to Space Mountain, too.
My mother was not one for daredeviltry. She saved lives.
Yeah, his one was a nurse.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
However, as kids were like, we're going to Space Mountain. So,
I to this day, I love Space Mountain.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's the Matterhorn in the dark. You climb a mountain and you spiral down.
The Matterhorn is I kind of got the Matterhorn after I'd had a few drinks at Trader Sam's because it's jerky.
It is.
But I feel like when you've had a few drinks and you're loose, it's just like, oh, this is great.
It's kind of awesome. It's a lot of fun.
Space Mountain slowed down a bit. Yep. Yeah, Mom's like, yep.
Yeah, maybe it has.
Almost like grad night.
In the 70s, I recall.
Our grad night was at school, Doug.
I recall that.
They did casino night. I'm like, really? We're too young to gamble.
In the 70s, Space Mountain was a fast ride. It was a really fast ride.
To this day, I love it.
Supposed to be pretty crazy.
It might be my favorite. I don't know if it's my favorite.
What, Space Mountain?
Because I also love the Pirates.
Pirates is great. Haunted Mansion is good.
Haunted Mansion is great, but it's not. I might be tied for Pirates and Space Mountain, but I love Space Mountain.
Some people.
I would do Space Mountain 5 times in a row if I could.
Some people. Well, if you get there early enough. Some people really adore Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
I love Mr. Toad.
I gotta say.
And then people were posting that Mr. Toad, they got rid of Mr. Toad, but I think that was at Disney World. Yeah, World no longer. Because I was like, no. But then last time we were at Disneyland, they had Mr. Toad, so I'm like,
still there.
That wasn't
pretty awesome. I gotta say,
not as fast as when I rode it a few years ago. Well, Joe would know. Joe is the roller coaster expert here.
An aficionado of such rides, so the man knows.
Every girl crazy for a sharp dress. I'm trying to follow 2 conversations here. Oh my God. Okay, wait.
Oh, Roy's gone wrong is a race mistake. A Roy's mistake. I love that. Race mistake, of course, is a specialty of the Tiki Tea.
Oh, a chocolate-covered cherry calling your name. I would answer that call, too.
Yeah, I might do that. I might just do that. I gotta say. But at this point in my life, I've actually been to Disneyland, California, much more than World, Florida. I've only been to Disney World once, a long time ago. But we go to California with some regularity, and when we can hit the land, we do. And man, hit all those things.
Oh, Aaron, I know what you're saying. Yeah. Wait, Doug says grade school, middle school, high school, always a Magic Kingdom night. I don't know why my school wasn't like that. Prom was at Lion Country. Oh my God.
Oh wow. Break things up.
You gotta loosen up for the Matterhorn, right?
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah, it's a whiplash ride for sure.
Slightly jerky ride, but I gotta say, it's just like I did not have the experience as a kid. The first time we were there at Disney being able to ride it, I'm like, I want to try the Matterhorn. I'm like, this is the coolest ride. I like it a lot. I would actually ride that 5 times in a row. The way you would ride Space Mountain. And I think it's just there's
I love
something
the
about
view from it.
Oh, it's so cool. And apparently, well, they used to have that whole like climbing the mountain, and then the I remember
seeing
buckets, the what am I thinking of? It's not the monorail, but the elevated used to run through.
The gondolas. I forget what they call them. But did you see the thing in New Mexico the other night?
What happened? Oh, you were talking about that. Yes.
Those people in Mexico who got stranded on the Skyway. Yeah. Oh, what do they call that?
Tram. I really feel for people stranded on tram in the cold. Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Joe says below the comet and Great Lake. Oh, Joe. Yes.
20 times. We were just when we were there.
Lisa loves a haunted mansion and the Matterhorn. Yes, right? Same. Okay, so cool. I gotta catch up.
Big things, lots of fun.
Been stuck in It's a Small World. I love Small World. I bawl my eyes out on Small World. I cry my eyes out. But if I got stuck on it for any length of time, I would probably just completely lose it.
I would go completely insane.
Splash Mountain. Oh yeah.
Yeah. We were stuck the last time.
Oh yeah, no, Eric is saying stuck.
Last time at Disneyland, we were stuck on Pirates.
Matterhorn's kidney bruising. Yes. You see what we're saying?
Where's some padding? We were stuck on the Pirates, and we were stuck at the bottom of the final escape where you're like letting back up. So we're just sitting there. And you know what? It was a brutally hot day. It was really, really
It was kind of nice to be outside.
And dry outside. It was
kind of nice to be
heavy,
outside.
Really heavy. So we're just sitting there in the midst of all of this, all this water flowing, saying, yeah, it's kind of cool down here. It's kind of good. Finally, we ascend. We get out of there. You're escaping through the restaurant is Blue Bayou, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is a really great little restaurant. And we get out into the heat and we're like, whoa. And the first person we see was King Kukulele.
Yes.
He's there performing with his guitar. He sees us. He recognizes us. He's just like, I'm about to die. And now he's like, hey, let's sing some songs. He raised his spirits for 5 minutes. It was kind of great, He's really a fun performer.
I remember seeing the interior structure of the Matterhorn in the old days. What?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Joe says, stuck on It's a Small World at the New York World's Fair. I was 8. Oh.
So apparently it's been breaking down for about 55 years. Oh,
all I can think of when I think of people being stuck on It's a Small World is Duff beer for me, Duff beer for you. You have a Duff, I'll have one too. Anyway, if you get that reference.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
There is a great picture of my father holding my sister at the New York World's Fair in 1965. She was an infant. I didn't make it. But she did, so she's got that on me, man.
You didn't get to the fair.
I didn't get to the fair. I've been to the fairgrounds back in the day when you could kind of walk around. A lot of it is really not such great shape anymore. But they still have that big map of New York State, and they got the big hotel there, and they still have the Hall of Science there, which dates from the '39 World's Fair. Big fun. So.
Oh. Michael's saying, have you seen the Space Mountain shutdown videos? When they...
No,
I haven't. I feel like that would destroy me if I saw that.
I don't mind seeing the nuts and bolts because it doesn't kill it for me. I like seeing structure.
Wait, hold on. Fab's asking, have you heard of Tiki Day at Disneyland?
Yeah.
Yes, and I would love to do that. And
we've heard of both Tiki Day and Dapper Day.
I would love to do that.
Lights on.
What does she do when she hears the song again and try to mask it with another earworm?
Oh.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Do what you can, you know? Gotta tell you.
Oh, yeah. She got stuck. Oh, yeah. They're talking about Elizabeth's daughter getting stuck on a small. Oh, no.
I'm sorry,
no,
folks.
that's not okay.
I'm sorry, folks. You know,
that's not okay.
Small world is very charming, but 30 times in a row is slightly homicidal.
Yeah.
Gotta say.
Oh, gosh.
We actually
house lights.
There's a very elaborate story of why I know this, but like a person that I met in a record store years ago asked me if I could like transfer a tape that he had. It was an 8-track tape, and I managed to get that going for him. And then he had video, and he wanted some copies made. And I managed to get some copies made for him.
Is this Mr. Armenia?
Yeah, it is. And he had all of these like 8mm movies, probably regular 8mm, and he had the family at the World's Fair. And there they were. It was really cool to see this stuff. It was very very charming and just very like low key, and they were just
Caps, thank you. I would love to be there.
So
I'm filing that date in my brain because we would love to be there.
Well, you know,
we haven't been to Disneyland since what, 16?
16. Yeah.
I think that was the last time we were there, 2016. Yeah. So
it was a really great occasion. We had a great time. We met some friends there, and we just hit the park and
Disneyland.
Did those things.
When I can't sleep at night, I think about Disneyland.
Think about Disneyland.
True story.
I'm gonna make some room here because I gotta mix.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe I'll just finish this bad boy myself.
Finish this bad boy myself. So there we go.
Finish this one myself.
Okay. Clean some cinnamon off the bar.
I know. The struggle is real.
Nothing wrong with the cinnamon, however. It belongs flaming on top of the bowl. So, pardon. Oof. We have.
Oh, wait, we go back. We're missing a good comment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, hold on. So let's see. I went to our local Albertsons grocery store for groceries this evening at happy hour. Had a wonderful minute. Oh, my gosh. Oh, satellite.
Albertsons has a bar? Hello. Well, that's new.
Our stores don't have bars.
No, they don't.
Oh, Julie, we sing Phenomena all the time.
We're thinking of the Muppets, not the original context. Oh, Rocky and Bullwinkle. I think we could do some more cartoons sometimes. We did a very successful Saturday morning cartoons bit.
I'm gonna hold
last
on.
year.
If you give me a second, I'm gonna start a note to remind us of all of the good ideas we've been getting tonight. Because we want to do Betty White, I meant.
You are not doing Betty Davis!
Where did Betty Davis come from? I've had a couple of drinks. Okay, Betty White. Groundhog Day. All right. And
Blue?
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah. Rocky and Bullwinkle is a great idea.
Hold on. I got to write these ideas.
You know, particularly because I cut my teeth on them as a kid. That was the J. Ward that I knew, and they were brilliant, and I just adored the show. I did not know Roger Ramjet.
I didn't either.
Or George of the Jungle. Now that's an oversight. And then, of course, there's Super Chicken. However, it was all about the moose and squirrel to me, and I have fond memories of them. Not to mention, like, Colonel McBragg and the Wayback Machine. Sherman?
Oh, Johnny Cash. Yes. Yeah, Johnny Cash. Thank you.
Please.
All right, Johnny Cash was late February.
Yep.
So let me get that down.
Ideas. We get great ideas. We'd like to action them. A little business speak for you. Because...
Slap.
Hey, you've got to put these things in motion.
February.
I got to tell you, not every online cocktail show is going to do this kind of stuff for you. Some of them are like, let's show you how to make a Manhattan and tell you where it came from.
Johnny Cash is going to be epic.
But Johnny Cash,
all about this.
We can do Johnny Cash in a minute.
I'm all
with some
about it,
really great stuff. A bold drink called Ring of Fire. I think it's going to happen, but definitely.
Michael says, I have a recurring dream of Disneyland becoming Escape from LA. Oh, I love it. I love it.
I'm thinking of Escape from New York, too. Boy, that's just That's actually not a ride. That's just kind of reality for the past few years.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And if you're thinking to yourself, hey, dystopian future films, when was Soylent Green set? What year was that set in?
Maybe we should just do a Soylent Green
I think we need a
episode.
Soylent Green episode. Because if you look at the movie,
I'm writing it
they
down.
say New York 2022.
Soylent Green. It's people.
Well, it's not quite that, but honestly, it's close. It's very close. It's disturbingly
Soylent
close.
Green's on the list. So we've got Betty White, Groundhog Day, Rocky and Bullwinkle, Johnny Cash, and Soylent Green.
Well, there's a fine,
If you have more ideas, let
quintuple
us know.
right there. No, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, the boy named Sue.
Oh. We had a great story with our buddy Gaylord, who actually had a great boy named Sue story. And there's, of course, the fact that the boy named Sue was extremely likely to have been inspired by Gene Shepherd.
Yes.
Good friends with the composer of the song. So there you go. It was like he was kind of, oh yeah. Shell thought like, and he came up with the thing. And it's just a great, great little story song.
My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you're gonna die.
Now you're gonna die. And of course, he's performing that in front of
a cocktail named Sue. Yes. To the Batcave, Robin. Oh, monkeys. Okay, monkeys. I gotta write these down too.
Oh, big fun stuff.
Yep. Adding monkeys.
I gotta tell you, it's to be borne in mind that the big hit version of Boy Named Sue was recorded live in front of a group of St. Quentin prisoners. These guys were kind of primed to kill, but they were listening to a prime performer actually talking to them, person to person.
Ocean's dying, plankton's dying.
And he delivers it, and they respond so well. But a captive audience might do that. So that's the thing. Soylent, of course, is apparently made out of plankton in the movie, except when you find out what it's really made out of. There's a little novel which this is based on, and Soylent is simply soybeans and lentils. That's a lot less dramatic, I gotta say. Yeah. It's equally dystopian, but I think the movie actually takes it one step beyond. And when you look at it, it's fairly chilling how actually accurate the whole thing is. I gotta say, the monkeys live in a particular place and time which intersects many things which we do. And of course, we recently lost Mr. Nesmith.
Yes.
Who did many brilliant things with and beyond the monkeys. So his catalog is worth checking out. First National Band. Recommend their first
Oh my gosh. Yes, I got to see their Survivor show. Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee, and Carl Perkins. Wow.
Oh, wow. Where were the survivors? Where were the survivors? Well, Johnny, Jerry, Carl. Yeah. There's also the fact that back in the day that quartet included, I believe, Roy Orbison.
Oh, Soylent Green. Yep. Okay, so I'm catching up on YouTube now, too.
Shall we?
Binge watching Superman. Oh, no. Batman. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Batman, and guess who's the guest star? Oh, they had amazing guest stars on Batman.
Oh, it was incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, they had, who was it?
Soylent Green, the many drinks based on.
Mr. Freeze, played by Otto Preminger. I think his quote was like, that was the one thing that my grandchildren said. We saw you on TV. The only thing he did that his grandchildren recognized.
Oh, Gettysburg Man,
Hilarious.
Great idea. I think we have done a Brady Bunch episode, but you know what? I'm always up for doing another one. Because I love the Brady Bunch. We have the Brady Bunch on right now.
The series ran for 5 years. You think they got potential.
I'm always up for Brady Bunch, so I'm putting it on the list.
And then there's the bonus Bradys. You got that whole variety show, which of course is a different kind of train wreck.
In the best possible way.
You get all the reunion movies, and you have the Brady Brides. Oh, boy.
Oh, Dolly Parton. That's a great idea, too. Okay, I'm going to add Dolly Parton.
Well, Dolly is a doll, and she does amazing things. I'm just saying.
She's on the list. We got a lot of upcoming live videos. We've got like at least 2 months here of live
Thanks for the ideas, folks. You're inspiring.
Yeah, we love it when you give us ideas.
Speaking of drinks, I'm out. So what do I have here? I have a fun little old-fashioned.
Oh, Eric says there was the electronic Christmas album called Soylent Night.
Oh, really? There is one by
I don't know that one.
Mark Mothersbaugh. Did an album called Gioia Mutato, where he has a track called Soylent Night. Now, there may be a whole album. There are a number of Moog Christmas albums out there from the 60s, which are a lot of fun. What I have here is something that came from my cousins, which is a...
Oh, yeah, those
This was a pair
sweet
of glasses
they gave us.
I have one glass here. This is a whole map that's etched into the glass. Very nice.
New York City.
It's a very heavy base. This is a really nice, solid, like, give me a couple of fingers of scotch glass. Yep.
It's got heft.
It's got heft. It's got heft.
Good heft.
Like it's bottom heavy. That's a good thing in the glass. And it has a map of Lower Manhattan, where I used to work. I'm like, oh, there it is. Bang. A lot of fun. So let's actually do some fun with this.
I love all the
I'm going to build a drink over a large rock. Let's get the rock.
Wonder Woman. I'm adding it to the list, Eric. I have a picture of Wonder Woman on my bulletin board. Now, everyone's favorite Wonder Woman, discuss. But I grew up with Linda Carter, but I love the Wonder Woman films of recent years too. So
Gal Gadot does a great job.
I'm just saying that
and a lot of people slagged off that last one. I enjoyed
the last Wonder Woman movie. But
I thought that it worked a really kind of disturbingly well. It was very contemporary.
I enjoyed it.
Very contemporary in a way that was very telling, and I got to say, it worked. It really worked. So I mean, if you're thinking, people said it was crap.
Oh, Land of the Lost, gotta add it.
Maybe we just need a generalized Croft episode.
Happy Days. Okay, wait, Land of the Lost, Happy Days. We're gonna be busy until spring.
We started with Elvis, and we're going all over the television place, folks.
Happy Days.
Sunday, Monday.
I could see some really good drinks for Happy Days.
I need to know what I'm making next.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Did you do this one?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Plug it in. So, in keeping with our theme, which actually returns us to the Elvi and to the Elvis singular, we have something called Hard-Headed Woman. Well, I got a hard glass here with a hard rock. One rock in a single old-fashioned glass. An old-fashioned.
Never mind.
Big fun. Let's start out with,
just saying. What
is a hard-headed woman going to drink? She's going to knock it back straight. 2 ounces of bourbon. Let's go. 2 ounces of bourbon. Go. Discuss.
I'm just saying. That was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? That's a good one.
A classic.
Dolly Parton and Johnny Cash. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers did a number of albums together, as I recall.
The $1 Million Quartet. That's a good one, too. $1 Million Quartet.
Great name for a drink there. Drink recipe.
Mork and Mindy.
Oh. We're really getting esoteric here.
Mork and Mindy.
Half ounce of a sour cherry liqueur.
I gotta have Mork and Mindy.
Happen to have
That's hilarious.
American fruits over here. Going to use it. Ooh, it's kind of tough to get out of there. So already I've got like 2 ounces of cold bourbon. That's a great place to be. But definitely.
Oh. It was in a play. Anyway, it's a long story.
Half ounce of sour cherry.
Oh, we have another troll on YouTube. Hold on.
Great.
I gotta go.
Gotta kick them.
I gotta go wipe them out.
All right.
1/4 ounce of the
3,
sfumato.
2, 1, ping! Where's the troll?
Oh, I got it. Remove.
Bye. Sally Jelly.
Hold on. I also have to hide user on this channel. Ethan. They're getting more sophisticated. They're making up preppy names.
Yeah, really. That doesn't quite sound like the usual Soviet era names that we've been getting tonight. I'm just saying.
Dolly Parton and Johnny Cash, boobs and booze.
I didn't say that.
Oh, Gettysburg Map, you're hilarious.
I didn't go there, but hey. Simple fact is, I need some.
Hard-headed woman could be a little sour, Errol's saying. I think, I think you're on the same.
We're on sour cherry.
Wavelength.
We're on sour cherry.
Anyway.
I need how much sfumato?
Hold on. Another troll. YouTube.
You don't say.
Oh my god, this is like a record night for
hilarious.
us. Okay.
I guess that's a good thing, right? 1/4 ounce of the Capelletti Sfumato Rabarbaro. This is literally the
so bitter.
bitterest thing we've ever had. This so far outclasses the last bitter thing you had. It is astonishing. And I really love it. I think it's really well done. The Rhubarbo is Italian for rhubarb. That's what's in there. And smoky. That's only a quarter ounce. A mere quarter ounce. What else goes in this thing?
Let me get back to it.
Lime. Half ounce of lime juice.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, we ran out of lemon.
Let's make that lemon.
You can use lemon.
Let's make that lemon because that's what I got.
I'm going to change it to lemon.
We had so much more lemon drinks tonight. We figured, oh, we won't run out of this and that.
I didn't think we would possibly run out of lime. But
there we go. I'm going to see if this actually moves into the bitter category without, completely losing itself. But let's see.
Without losing itself.
Let's see what we got here.
I lost myself.
The hard-headed woman should be tough, a good shot of booze, a little bitter, and a little sour. That's what I think. Okay. I also think it requires...
We have requirements.
We have requirements here. It requires a cherry. So I'm going to add a garnish.
Sounds like we need to do a wagon wheel of country drinks. I think you're right, Lisa.
Let's add a cherry here.
Of course, each one could have its own video, but, you're right.
So that is a glass that came from my cousin.
The wind is really picking up here. Oh, Dolly Parton's America. Oh, Eric, we haven't, but okay, yeah. Okay. I love Dolly Parton.
Oh, she's done amazing things.
If it involves Dolly Parton, I'm here for it. So yeah.
I happen to have a little cocktail pick here, which I believe came to us from our friends
Aaron and Matthew.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. They presented us with some great stuff recently. And I'm going to spear a cherry, and I'm going to pop that right in that drink.
Boom.
And give that a swirl and see where we are.
Do you need a straw?
Straight up, over rock. I want a dash more cherry. Just a little.
All right, so what are you adding?
A little bit more of the cherry. Maybe make that 3/4 ounce. So I'll actually measure that out. So okay. Another 1/4 ounce happening there. That's a 1/4 ounce. And I'll give it a swirl to mix in. It's veering so heavily to bitter territory that I'm a little afraid.
I don't know what just happened back there, but
things fall.
That's so sort of
old-fashioned glass.
Zen.
I'm quite fond of these straight-sided glasses with a really heavy base. That's very clubby, leather chair, banquet, library kind of drinks. Reminds me of Disneyland, which has that whole Adirondack Club. Great place.
Are the trolls really bad? Oh yeah, no, they're on YouTube. For some reason, we don't get trolls on Facebook, which is totally fine. And it's not bad at all. They just post I don't understand what they're posting, but it's
nonsense.
Yeah, they're posting nonsense, but
I will call it a positive sign that we're reaching an audience.
No, right? It's kind of exciting.
In the meantime, I think I've perfected the hard-headed woman. The balance is very nice. It's still very bitter, and you will like this a lot.
True.
Boom.
He says, I just got off a call.
Still going. Still going.
Feel you.
Well, we got one for you called The Hard-Headed Woman. I'm not calling you a hard-headed woman, but I think you would enjoy this one.
Oh, The Hard-Headed Woman is good.
See? Just saying. This has some really astringent ingredients. That's sfumato.
That's really good.
Knock your head off. But in combination with these things.
We're still on.
I
think we'll probably get off soon. I have an early morning, but...
Yeah. Well, I gotta get up early and do some stuff too.
Yeah, right.
I will say it's been a long week because it's been a long year and the year's only 5 days old. But the simple fact is, it had been a long...
Oh, he made the hard-headed woman. Okay, the hard-headed woman, Amy's asking what we're drinking.
Okay.
Was 2 ounces of bourbon, 3/4 of an ounce sour cherry cordial, 1/4 ounce sfumato rabarbaro amaro, which is
this stuff.
Very, very, very smoky.
Now you're talking bitter and smoky.
1/2 ounce fresh lemon juice, theoretically.
Combine an old-fashioned glass with ice.
Yep.
I just put this all together.
Like that.
Old-fashioned glass.
I
One
like
of
it
those
a lot.
big, heavy base things. One big rock. And then just let it sit there and give it a stir, give it a stir. That's all you need to do with this kind of drink.
So
you could shake it. You could do this as a cocktail glass kind of and put it in a conical cocktail glass. Sure. Yeah, not a problem. It would work just fine. I just felt like a different kind of a glass, that's all.
You catch up on comments. Like,
Roger Corman night.
Okay, Eric, I gotta check this out. Ken says Kelly turns the bitters into sweet.
I gotta tell you.
You have to count for that in the mix. Tomatoes. A Roger Corman night. Yes! Roger Corman, adding it right now. He's our patron saint.
Patron saint
Roger
of
Corman is the
filmmaking
patron saint of the Velveteen Lounge.
Why? Because he worked fast and cheap. He made things work on time and under budget. And it was always entertaining. And here's the most important...
It's been added.
The most important part is that it was always entertaining. His films are always kind of very compelling. And they're very cheaply made. But the fact, when you're starting out and doing these things...
compelling and cheap.
When you're starting out doing these things, you don't have any financing, so you've got to do it cheap. And
compelling and cheap.
The simple fact is, make your script good. If your script is good, then you can overcome a lot of production values. Lack thereof. Just saying. Still enjoying The Hard-Headed Woman. I think you could put this.
That is good.
You could put this up in certain bars, and people would be like, "I want 4 or 5 of those." You know, they would just keep drinking them.
I want 4 or 5 of those, but I won't have them. I'll have them tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. Not tonight.
I won't have them tonight. I'll go for something later tonight.
Oh boy, that's good.
Because I have an early morning.
Good deployment of bourbon. We happen to be using tonight the
Gettysburg Man.
Turkey.
Thank you. Some
Very
awesome
reputable.
lives coming up. We got a lot. We got a lot. I'm going to see how many.
Ideas.
How many have I written down? I wrote down 13 ideas.
13 ideas. I guess we're good for some months now.
That's 3 months.
I guess we provided some fertile ground for people to think about things. And guess what? The audience goes with it. Thanks, folks. You provide some inspiration for us to do these.
Oh, bourbon and water. That's awesome. I love that.
You know, if
funky, but chic.
If what you have is a high-proof bourbon.
Carolyn Jones, yeah.
Oh, jeez, Carolyn Jones.
Gone too young.
Way too young.
Yeah,
didn't Carolyn Jones appear with Elvis in King Creole? Am I wrong?
Yeah, well, that's what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hot stuff going through?
Yep.
Look, this. If you're talking about bourbon and you
if Charles Phoenix would join us, I would be all about doing that.
I'd get on.
Yeah. He would Charles Phoenix. We love you. We're fans. So let's do a live.
Let's get together. Yeah. We'll have a swinging time.
We will have a swinging time. I love that idea.
I can guarantee that.
I love that idea.
We are fairly experienced at doing these live broadcasts up on the socials. And hey, we've had a great camera for a couple of years.
That would be so much fun.
Mm-hmm. Big stuff coming through. I like it. What was I about to say? I'm trying to think. Geez, I don't know.
It's gone.
So many great ideas swinging
forever.
around. Who knows what is what? I can't tell you. But like Carolyn Jones, that's a great concept to throw in the mix. She was pretty hilarious. I tell you.
All right. Is it time?
It's potentially about that time. I got my hard-headed one.
Michael says I just
get the rest of your bowl. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. We've met him, Amy. Yeah, we don't know him well, but we've met him.
We've met him a few times.
So, yeah. All right. Well, Charles Phoenix. If you know Charles Phoenix, if you are Charles Phoenix, let's do a video.
Hey, what the heck?
It was very nice when we met him.
I know what I was about to say. Look, if what you have is a high-proof bourbon, you want to cut that down a little bit. A little bit of seltzer, a little bit of water, a little bourbon, a little dance, a little seltzer down your pants. A little seltzer does smooth out a little. It makes it towards about 80, 82 proof, which is a pretty good place to be. And there's some great, really flavorful bourbons out there that are coming in about 90 or 100 proof. You want to cut it a little, and it's just awesome.
Sanford and Son. If only you could buy Ripple.
If I could get Ripple, I would do Samson and Son in a minute.
I love the Sanford Son idea, though.
That's the thing.
I'm writing it down.
What the heck?
We have plenty of junk.
If we can't find Ripple, and we can't, then perhaps Thunderbird. If I can find Thunderbird, I'd do it.
Do they still make that?
They apparently do.
They make Night Train.
I don't know who they are. We've seen Night Train, Wild Irish Rose, and of course the inevitable MD. But if I could get the Thunderbird, that's WPLJ in a bottle. So maybe we'll see what we can do.
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
I tell you.
Oh.
Red was pretty hilarious in his day.
Yeah, we love him. We've met him. We've met Charles Phoenix a few times. Yeah, no, he's a great guy. So.
No,
Let's do a video.
First time we saw him, he was just like, "Oh, you two." Like he was.
Let's
he was
hook it up.
Really like hooked up with what we did. I think that he has the idea.
All right.
Funny
We gotta
guy.
make this happen.
Very funny guy.
Okay. Is it that time?
We've already announced it's that time, so therefore it's that time,
I guess
folks.
it's that time.
We are so glad we've had this time together.
I know.
And the simple fact is, we'll see you in a week. Come on, we're gonna be here. So will you.
I'm Robert Troll.
I'll print that in Cyrillic, and I'll believe you.
I know, like now that you guys have moved to YouTube, there won't be any trolls.
No, we don't get this the thing.
Better luck next week.
Where are these people?
Better
they gave
luck
up.
next week.
Oh, for Pete's sake!
It was just so funny because like the last one was like Ethan someone. I'm like, really, Ethan?
Yeah, I don't think so. If your name is Sergey or Yevgeny, I believe it. I mean, that's the thing. And it has to be printed in Cyrillic letters. Luckily, we have somebody on this forum right now who can translate the phonetics. Oh.
Mixed with 7-Up Golden. Oh, jeez.
Good people.
Night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Anyway.
So
okay.
We're getting very shun on.
We love you guys.
We've been talking about E.
Thank you so much for joining us.
I don't need to complete that sentence. E. You know what I'm talking about. Elvis. He's behind us all over here. All of these. We've been playing a lot of these records. There's a lot of fun going on. I got to say, the actual special record is a lot of fun. You can find that in many places. It's easily done. His second album is great. Blue Hawaii is a really fun album. There's a lot of great stuff out there. You can see so many good videos. The man spent his adult life entertaining people. And I think he was kind of astonished at how quickly he became huge. And sometimes he was just kind of like taken aback. But at the end of the day, he was just a very regular guy. And he always wanted to entertain people, like to the absolute end of him giving concerts. He was just trying to entertain people. So I got to credit that, because that's what we do here. We deliver the fun to you every Wednesday night at 8 Eastern Time.
Hold on. Just kidding around with another troll.
Another one.
I got it. We're good.
It's past 10 o'clock Eastern.
I feel like I need a fly swatter.
Who is trolling us at this hour? We're about to sign off. People, please.
I feel like I need a fly swatter.
Do I need to stay on and spank you? I'm just saying.
Wait, Albertsons started in Boise. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I grew up with Albertsons in California, but I didn't know it started in Boise. Oh, all right. Interesting.
He says, stroking the old goatee.
I love it.
Hello. Oh, thank you, Michael.
Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Okay. You need an exterminator. I was like, I need a fly swatter. Anyway.
Now, the folks who just moved out, he was an exterminator. Well, that's too bad. I guess I'll find another exterminator.
But they were also crazy, so yeah, we'll work it out.
Big fun. Big fun coming through.
All right.
Look, it's been an awesome 2+ hours coming at you, which is actually a mere half the size of our last 4-hour broadcast. But 4 time zones is kind of insane. We did it anyway. On an ordinary Wednesday night, we like to give you around this amount of entertainment. We've had some great ideas coming out. We've got 13 ideas for live episodes.
Might be 14 now.
Maybe 15. I don't know. We fired them at you one by one. A lot of great ideas. We can come up with some fun things, some great drinks. Sometimes they're classics, sometimes we make them up. And as always, wherever you are, wherever you go, and whoever you're with, I hope you keep safe because,
yes.
but we, well, of course,